To me, if I was a gay man, my dream man would be like a Troye Sivan. Like that to me is like, right? I feel like that's the dream.
So your type would be twink if you were gay? A gay man?
Is that what Troye Sivan is?
Yeah.
I think he's kind of daddy.
Okay.
I also wrote a TV show while I was gone. I wrote a 10-episode series, and I'm not kidding. What? Yeah. Welcome back to the Just Trish podcast. We do have a baby now.
Elvis is in the building.
Elvis is in the building, back in the building. And I do have to give a shout out to Liquid Death real quick. I mean, it's our sponsor, so shout out Liquid Death. Go to liquiddeath.com/Trish to check out the local retailers.
At least it's for water, you know.
Yeah. It's hydration. Yes.
Yeah.
We love Liquid Death. Cheers to baby Elvis. We had this planned already that it was already supposed to be this day, so it just happens to be on our
Not the baby in
announcement.
Liquid Death.
Right.
We
Liquid Death was scheduled for a couple
today.
months.
The baby we didn't
right.
know.
It wasn't. We have Elvis. We have full Elvis in the building. We love this. Yeah. We were supposed to wear these home from the hospital. But then we didn't want Malibu to feel bad, so we're like, okay, because we're going to go see Malibu anyways. We have a whole story to go with it, but Elvis is in the building. She's here safely and happy, and she's just the best baby. And we'll do a little story time here for our Father's Day episode. We'll do a little bit more. We'll do hot topics. We're getting back in the sewing of things.
I know.
Oscar's back after 3 weeks.
I know. I'm like, oh my God, are we a little rusty?
We're a little rusty.
I
know. I'm like, I don't know. I'm a mom now. I was like, okay, so I just had a baby. I'm like, we're going to talk about like the Try Guys. They're streaming and they lost Eugene. Like, you know what I mean? Is it like that important to talk about? Nothing's really important once you had a baby. You're just kind of like, oh, nothing really matters. But I feel like that's kind of the key of it all. It's
maybe that makes it even more fun because it's like, do we really care about Jake Paul fighting Logan Paul? Like, I'm not really. Like, you have a baby.
Yeah, exactly. Literally nothing matters except for Bridgerton and Niall on The Voice we've been watching. And West Side Story with Riff. Mike Weiss. That's been our baby.
Oh my God.
Our maternity leave. We have so much good stuff to catch up on. Also go to our Patreon, patreon.com/justtrish. You guys, we have our headshots, which you have to sign up by June 10th. This is the last of the baby stuff. So we have a pregnancy shot. It's not really a headshot. It's like a full body shot. So you get this if you're in the headshot tier or the producer tier. This will be shipping out on June 15th. You have to sign up by June 10th to get it. And it's actually our busiest month ever, thanks to Dramageddon, which we should talk about that too. We have so much to talk about. Okay, so for the headshot and producer tier, they both get a Trish emoji pregnancy sticker. These are new Trish emojis made by Louizzle, who also did a new intro, but it's not ready yet, but it's really cool. So there's the stickers you get, and then if you're in the producer tier, you get a handwritten note from me to you, plus a maternity pearly, I don't know, postcard.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's kind of shimmery. Yeah. It's giving mother, like your shirt. It's giving mother. Oh, yeah, the proud mother. I love that you wore the theme. Love it. It's so cute. So go to our patreon.com/justtrish. We also did a crazy round 2 of Dramageddon, which was crazy. We didn't get to talk about it because you weren't here for the next hot topics.
It was also 2 hours long. Like, it's
crazy.
Full, like, feature film length.
Feature film. It didn't even feel like it. I can't wait for part 3. It was so wild. I was like telling Mose about it after. Like that actually, I know this is like so old tea, but it's just like so crazy to be like, wow, James Charles coming with the receipts and then like everyone else being like absolutely insane. Like it was insane what he went through. And not to like, again, victimize James Charles, but he definitely was a victim in this. Like he got like through the ringer and then he had those receipts. People like accusing him of like trying to go for straight guys, which they weren't, which it's like so many crazy things. And all these by grown adults and he was 18. I felt bad for him. It's the one time I feel bad for James Charles. You know, and again, I think it's like a villain origin story for him.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah. James Charles Dickinson. He snapped. He snapped.
It was crazy.
In May 2019, James Charles Dickinson snapped.
5 years ago.
Crazy.
Wild.
And history was made.
History was made.
And also, we have to get into it. Like, we'll get into it on the Patreon when we react to it. But I forgot that you involved yourself in Dramageddon 2 Part 3.
Dramageddon 2 Part 3. I did?
Yes, I totally forgot about this
what
too.
What did I say?
You posted a video, Tati dumb as hell.
No, I didn't.
You did. And it was actually kind of iconic. I forgot about it. I completely forgot about it.
I don't remember it
at all. But I went back
and
watched it. And you're gonna die when you react to it because it's like it's all pretty much the same points that you made. Like now you the way you speak your mind is just a little bit more eloquent. You know?
Was it the same? Did I really? Sounds in it.
Thematically, it was the same. Like your point still stood. Like you felt the same about it. I think the way you verbalize yourself now. Is
oh my God, was that 2020 that I did it or
2020? Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was going off on 2020. It's summer 2020, right?
Summer 2020.
Summer 2020 was so wild. Moses can attest to this because actually, like, we knew each other, but we weren't talking. But I still think he was like baby reindeering me a little. He was still kind of stalking what I was doing because he would keep up with everything. Like if I was inserting myself into like drama with people. So I think he kind of knew. You remember summer 2020? Because I think that was like the downfall of Shane, but I was like defending Shane. Like,
yeah,
you know,
so you were waffling a little bit.
Me and Gabby, like I remember just going like crazy for no reason. I don't know. I was 2020 was crazy, but that was crazy for all of us. We were all isolated. Yeah. You know what I mean?
The world was a little crazy.
Yeah, I really want to see my Tati video because I literally don't even remember ever talking about her ever.
I know.
I was losing my mind in summer 2020. I was losing my mind. I was on Xanax. Moses wasn't talking to me. I was doing OF full time. Just I don't even know. Like thinking about that time, I'm like, that doesn't even seem like me. It's so weird. Not that I like regret it or have trauma, but I'm like, that was weird. I was just like,
the difference in you is like so weird. Just like the way that you present yourself is so different now. And it's like not even just like you on here on the podcast. It's like even when I come over, we do like Patreon. Like just your whole vibe and mannerisms are just so different.
Yeah,
which is like
I don't know.
Getting off drugs and getting therapy and all that stuff, having a baby, falling in love.
A wife and a mother.
Yeah, that's true. Well, 2021, before I became a wife and a mother, it was like a couple months before I had like a big breakdown, like I had a psychotic breakdown. And I was like, I really need to figure out something. And I kind of had like a spiritual journey. And maybe I'm not as spiritual as in touch with the spiritual world as I was, but I think it helped me like control my emotions and stuff like that and take a breather and take a break, which has helped me so much even this past week. Like we were like just chilling, but there's sometimes still where I like always want to pop off a little. Like I can get really emotional and I'm like, not even just online, like I'm going to text this person this or whatever. And then, you know, just taking an hour to watch Bridgerton, I'm like better. I'm like, okay, yourself, you know, yeah. So that's my advice. If you're trying to regulate your emotions and stuff like that, like literally take an hour, take a nap, something. It usually helps. And then if you still feel like you want to go off, like go off. But usually I don't. Usually I'm like,
this is a crazy connection, but the Hunger Games Instagram account posted.
Wait, the official one?
Yes.
What did they post?
Not you, but
I was like, did they post us? That would have been iconic.
They posted a photo of Katniss with Gale in like Hunger Games 1 and then Katniss with Peeta at the end of like Mockingjay Part 2 and they captioned it, "To be loved is to be changed." And I was like, that is so Trisha coded.
That is so, yeah. Is that a quote from Hunger Games or they just made it up?
I think it might be from the book. Because why else would they caption it?
Say it again. To be loved.
To be loved is to be changed.
Oh my God. And it's actually so true. Don't you feel that way when you're like in love or something? You have to like take the other person into consideration too. You don't want to like for me, I never wanted to embarrass Moses. Like I remember when like I had my breakdown, I just thought Moses is gonna leave me. He's probably so embarrassed. Like, you know, and so you kind of just like want to change to be better like for that person. Then you have a baby and then you're like, I gotta change so you don't embarrass the baby. You know what I mean? You just like kind of have to keep it together a little bit more.
Because obviously like you want to change to better yourself, but I think like when you have someone else who like also like depends on you and like also sees the best in you, like it motivates you to be like the best version of yourself too.
That's how I feel. Yeah, it's like if someone like that's how I felt too. I was like, okay, someone like loves me this much, I should probably try and love myself that much too.
Yeah, and you want to be the version of you that they see. You know
exactly. I'm like, okay, yeah, which is like so crazy because I never had anyone see anything good in me. So I was like, oh, this person sees something in me. Okay, yeah, let me like, you know. So that is very true. I love it. Shout out Hunger Games for making us in our feels
misty-eyed. I was like, this is so beautiful.
I love it. What was the picture you said? It was Peeta and
it was the first photo is Katniss and Gale. It's like bad connection, like not good. But then she's a mother and she's married and
we should do that photo shoot out in the fields. Have Malibu running. That's so cute.
Yes, because she. Oh my God,
does she have a baby?
Holding the infant and Malibu and Malibu, whatever their baby's name is. I don't know. Baby Peeta. I don't know. Baby Peeta. Yeah. So rescue. Moses with Peeta with Malibu as their baby.
We're doing that photo shoot because I did love the end of that movie when they are all happy.
Yeah, and stuff. That is little. You're so Katniss coded.
I love it with the little babies. Okay, we got to do it before she gets too big. We do have a little Father's Day shoot. We're doing a newborn shoot this time. We didn't last time because I was so discombobulated, but this time I'm like very like confident. I mean, honestly, newborns are easy because they sleep so much. But now I feel so much more confident in my mothering skills. I don't know. Last time when we had Malibu, I don't know. I was like all over the place. It was kind of like.
Now you kind of feel like you know what you're doing a little bit.
Yeah. It's weird. And so far, I'm not going to say it's like, because people always said like 1 to 2 is crazy. So far, it's like great. But yeah, we had the baby May 24th, which was, we had a scheduled C-section, and everyone's like, but you had a scheduled C-section. Why did you keep thinking it was coming? I swore it was going to come. Like, I was like the biggest I ever was. Like, I could feel her like on my bladder, ready to like head down, come out since like literally May 1st. That's why we did all the guests in April, because I really thought May, she's coming first week of May. Like, I was just determined that was going to happen. And then I don't know, she just held out to the scheduled C-section, which was May 24th, but they had gotten Malibu's due date wrong. So I thought, well, they're going to get this wrong because the due date they gave us was from the beginning, from like week 5. And I'm like, usually they don't know the due date at week 5. And so I thought for sure she was going to come earlier.
And everyone we talked to that had 2 babies or 3, the second one, like each one came faster. So the second one came a week earlier. The third one came 2 weeks earlier. So it was like, it just felt like it will happen because your body was the way it was at the end of the pregnancy last time.
Couldn't
at the
walk.
Beginning of the last month. And
couldn't walk, couldn't breathe. Like and she was on my bladder. Like, I just could not move.
And every night you had like those kind of fake contractions. Like every night
Braxton
we thought
Hicks.
It's going to be tonight. Like every night I thought she's going to wake me up and we're running to the hospital.
And they were like real like I think they call them Braxton Hicks, was like fake contractions that make you think that. And I didn't have those the first time. Like, I just swore, like I was like, get the pillows ready. We had the snacks ready, like everything. I was like, we're going to go. So yeah, we had the scheduled C-section. I'll do like a full time on mine because it's like a whole thing. But like, it's kind of nice, a scheduled C-section. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's a hot take there, but I always wanted to push. Couldn't push for the first one. Had to get an emergency C-section, or just a C-section basically, because the baby was like breached or whatever. So, so this one we had scheduled, and it's kind of nice. You kind of just like
show up.
Yeah, you kind of just walk in, and I know, look, C-sections have their own thing, right? It's surgery, and people who don't have surgery, it's like a whole thing. A lot of people maybe don't want a C-section. I've had so many surgeries, and I have so many scars and whatever. So to me, it was like just it was like a boob job or like lipo, like and I maybe like a hot take or whatever. But it was so like relaxed. It was like we kind of just went in, and it was 6:30 in the morning. We go in, kind of just hang out. They give you your epidural. It's done in like 10 minutes. No contractions. Your water doesn't break. You're not like rushing around or whatever. So it's kind of relaxing. And then after the C-section, we kind of just chilled in our room, and you're like completely numb. So the whole day you're just numb, and you have a catheter, so you don't have to like get up and pee. So it's kind of like, again, I wouldn't want this for life, but it was nice for a day, to just kind of be free of pain in your body. And I was like, this kind of feels amazing. I was so happy. I was so aware this time. Last time I was like all drugged up because they gave me so many drugs, like fentanyl and stuff. This time I had the minimum. They obviously numb you, but like my head was there. Everything was like coherent. I heard everything. I pushed everything. All right, you guys, this episode of Just Trish is sponsored by Liquid Death. You've probably seen these tall boys all over social media and be like, what is that cool drink? Well, you know what? It's Hydration Station. It's water, baby. I have a mountain water right here. Cheers to the podcast returning. Not only are they super hydrating, good for the environment, but they look cool too. Make water fun by drinking Liquid Death. Liquid Death does not only just do waters in a can, they also do low sugar sodas, low sugar iced teas. Healthy, cool, and such a vibe. I know I've seen this all over social media, and I'm like, oh my God, those must be some crazy energy drinks that make your heart race. No, they're good waters. I love the berry flavor. Right now I'm drinking mountain water, but the berry, oh my God, we go through that at our house like so fast. Definitely go to liquiddeath.com/Trish to check out where you can get your local Liquid Deaths. They're all over the place. You can get them, and check it out, liquiddeath.com/Trish. You guys, why is it called Liquid Death? You might be like, oh my God, that sounds so scary. Well, guess what? It'll murder your thirst, and it'll bring death to all single-use plastic bottles, okay? It's good for your environment too. Liquid Death also donates a portion of profits from every can sold to help kill plastic pollution. It's doing good in the world while making your water cool and fun to drink. I have seen all the cool celebs drinking this, and you guys know if a celebrity's drinking this, I'm drinking this. I saw Travis Barker drinking Liquid Death, so I'm drinking Liquid Death. It actually is so great. We have these all over our house. It's really the only thing we're drinking at the moment. They even sent our little Malibu a little shirt, and it looks super, super cute. That's my favorite merch. Shout out Liquid Death. You guys are doing the thing. You can get free shipping of Liquid Death's mountain water, flavored sparkling, and iced tea 8-packs with Amazon Prime, or grab a can or case at your local 7-Eleven, Target, Walmart, Whole Foods, or Instacart. Go to liquiddeath.com/Trish. That's liquiddeath.com/TRISH. Check out all their healthy, infinitely recyclable beverages and find your closest retailer at liquiddeath.com/Trish. That's liquiddeath.com/TRISH. liquiddeath.com/Trish. In case you don't know, it's liquiddeath.com/Trish. There's so many on there. We love Liquid Death. Thank you so much for being a sponsor. Truly, truly, truly. We drink it every day. I post it on my stories. I don't even need to. I'm always just like, thank you, Liquid Death. They keep sending us stuff. I know we also have like a little green tea one that's pretty good. Just like agave or something. It's so good. Try all the flavors. You'll never get bored of water again. Liquid Death, thank you for sponsoring. You know, when they push on you and stuff. So it was cool. And then like I was like afterwards I was really coherent. They gave me like Benadryl, which made me sleepy. So I think that's the only reason I was like kind of sleepy after. But then I was awake and we chilled. We had the best chicken fingers ever from a place called Bandits in Thousand Oaks. Have you been there?
No.
Yeah, it's really good. We had it the first time we had her too. It's like close to the hospital. So we Postmated.
So that was your first like post baby meal?
Yeah, they told
that's
us
everything.
They gave me ice chips at first and like maybe tonight have broth. And I was like, maybe not.
That's like hard.
Because basically, when can she eat? And they're like, well, we'll slow down, eat some ice, maybe a broth tonight. And I'm in my mind thinking, like, are you crazy? Like,
I wanted pizza.
Yeah.
I wanted Domino's, but I'm like, let me not just bring Domino's when they told me to have broth. At least the other one we can kind of hide a little bit. But I knew my body. I knew it. They're like, in case you get nauseous.
Well, you did start slowly. You had some crackers and you felt the juice and you saw that you're not getting nauseous.
Yeah. Two things that triggered me, though. My anesthesiologist, when they did the epidural, I'll put pictures in our shared album. When they did the epidural, they missed a couple times. You know, the epidural's like a big, well, technically it's not an epidural, it's a spinal tap. So they put like a big needle in your back. Yeah. And everyone's like, you know, they numb it first. And that's what the part that hurts, like sting. And then it's like a burn. And like, I felt that. Okay, cool. So they like numb it. So then they put the needle in and I couldn't really feel the needle. It's just when they missed, they were like turning it and I could feel it turn a little bit, the pressure. But then when they missed, it was like a shock down my hip. And I had it like 3 times. So I'm like sitting crisscross in there and it's like shocking me. It keeps shocking me. I was like, ah. And I told them like, I'm actually going to pass out. So they were going to put me under, which they don't like to do for C-sections. But then Moses can have him back there. So my doctor came in, my OBGYN. He's like, let me just try one more time. So he's like feeling around. They did it. They went a little higher and then they got it and I didn't feel it. So that was good. But yeah, but he's like, the anesthesiologist like, oh, you just have like a fat pack back here. And I was so triggered. Let me tell you why. Because the reason I had a BBL and liposuction in the first place is because my doctor's like, oh, you have a really large fat pack. So I was like, oh my God, it's not just from pregnancy. Like I just had this fat pack and they take it out when they did the lipo. But he's like, you have a fat pack. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was just like so triggered. I was like, wow, my back is too fat to get this spinal tap in. So that was the first thing. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you for that. I feel I'm a mammoth. I was like, okay. And just, I'm on my health journey already, by the way. I'm doing grapefruits and eggs and I'm already like oatmeal. I'm very health journey. I mean, we had pasta last night because that's like my cheat day, but we had pasta and pizza because I did so good my first like 10 days. I literally lost, well, when I came out of the hospital, the other thing that triggered me, I was 263. I'm 5'3". I was 263 pounds the night before. And so when I came and I weighed myself, everything. And so when I came out of the hospital, I thought my baby was 10 pounds. She was 9.7.
No.
Yeah.
Way.
So she was 10 pounds. And you know, the placenta and the water, everything weighs a lot. And my doctor's like, you have so much fluid in you, which is why I was like huge. And so I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be so skinny. Because like the first time I had a baby, I was 250. I came out, I was like 222, like 5 days later. So I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be so skinny. I came back and like literally like 2 days later, and I hadn't eaten much. I had the chicken fingers, but I didn't have like extras with it or anything. So I was the exact same weight as I was when I gave birth. Like I was 263 and then I was like 261 or something when I came out.
Wait.
Yeah, I know.
Are you sure?
No,
Positive.
Because your body swells a lot. Like there's a lot of swelling everywhere.
After surgery, I guess
so
your
from
body.
surgery and everything. So
Which
like really,
didn't happen the first
which
time.
is a lot of water in all of your body and systems.
It didn't happen the first time. That's why I was like, okay, because most said to he's like, that's not right. I'm like, but it's right. I'm on the scale. Like I'm filming myself
Maybe
on the scale.
Maybe it wasn't calibrated.
It's like still waiting, you know what I mean? But I will say it did kind of catch up later because I was like, I'm just freaking just eating grapefruit and eggs. Like that's all I'm going to eat because it's like I need to lose this because I just don't feel good. And so then we haven't walked yet. We got a double stroller and we're going to start walking, but we haven't exercised yet. But then I'm like, I'm just going to like really eat clean for like 7 or 8 days. And then I did. So then I was 243 like 2 days ago. I weighed myself. Yeah. So
okay,
I think it's like coming off now. And then obviously
like
mixed with just, and just eating like less. So my goal is to be 163 and then I'll get a Tesla truck.
Oh my God, that's everything.
And the Givenchy boots. I want those too. I want to fit into those.
Oh my God, the photo of you coming out of the Tesla truck wearing
with
the
Givenchy boots,
everything.
And our hoodie, our Just Trish hoodie is going to be out then.
So just the hoodie, the Givenchy boots.
Ariana Grande style with it, and just like getting out of and my Tesla trunk's going to be, I already like asked people, I'm like, where can I get a hologram wrap of like, I want pink hologram on it. So it's like a pink hologram Tesla truck. And our intro has that actually.
That's
so
everything. Manifestation.
Our intro is so cute. I wanted to send it to you. We actually saw it the day I gave birth, I think. I think Louisville sent it to me then. And I couldn't download it on the email. I'm like, can you send it to the WhatsApp? I really wanted to see it. And it was like so cute. I almost sent it to you in the hospital, but I wanted you to be surprised because it's like so cute. You're so cute in it too.
So
I love it so much. And then we have a new theme song. The only reason it's not done because Louisville was done, but we have a new theme song and it just didn't really like match up right yet. So the theme song has words and stuff now, so I just wanted to match it up perfectly.
God, I'm so excited. It'll be our
cute.
season 2 launch.
Yes, I know, and I thought it'd be so cute to do it now, but I'm like, it's just gonna have to wait because Louisville's traveling and Jeremy's doing Pride and everyone's
like
just
our 1 year because our 1 year is like coming up like in a month.
July, what is it? July like 19th or 20th or something. We'll have to look it up. And 100th episodes coming, like just like so many things.
Milestones.
Yes, season 2, all of that, and it's really cute. You guys are in it. I just like, oh, it's like your emoji is like so cute in it too. So, anyways, yeah, I'll have you be surprised. But I was almost wanting to send it because it was so cute. But yeah, I feel like like I said, like I lost relevance. Like no one reached out to me for like 2 weeks. Like you were saying, people were being nice and like respectful for the most part. But
I was like, I'm not gonna bother her with like David Dobrik news. Like after she just had a baby, I'm like, that is so lame.
It's so
I
funny.
kind of cracked though at the end. Like what was it? Like yesterday, I started DMing you stuff because I just couldn't hold it back anymore. I was like, I can't hold it.
No, me too. I missed it so much. I honestly, like I said, I would have come back like literally on Memorial Day. Mike Lamb was like all out of town and stuff like that. And I was like, well, let me just like not do it right away. I would have been down to do like an episode because I just didn't want to miss it. Like I hate missing Hot Topics. I don't know. I just didn't want to miss it, but it was good. It was good. I was like, I needed it, especially like the week, and it was cool to like not post. And the reason I like didn't want to post too is just because like last time I just like jumped right back into like posting. I was like, let me just post this vlog right away, and it's like I haven't even looked at the footage or like pictures yet. So I was like, let me just wait until like we're back, sort of like at work. And it's kind of nice. We kind of just were like offline.
We also had like this little bubble of just us, the family, because now it's like it's a family. You know, we have 2 kids and we're just spending all the time together and without anyone else kind of reaching in and poking the bubble, you know.
Yeah, it's been really nice. Literally, I was on Twitter. I was like tweeting and stuff and like posting, but like I was on Twitter and checking my replies for the first time. And someone like yesterday posted a picture of us like leaving a restaurant. I was like, y'all are weird. They're like, oh my God, Elvis. First of all, like anyone doing that is like weird. Like you're with a baby. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's like, I don't know. That's like weird. Because even with Malibu, it's like, yes, I know people see her. We talk about this all the time, but it's like a baby. Like don't take like weird pictures from far away. Like that's so weird.
Yeah, even paparazzi have stopped taking photos of like babies because it was like a whole thing with celebrities. Like,
yeah.
So
that's so
it's weird.
invasive and weird, and I don't know. It was kind of odd. I saw someone and I was like, okay, that's kind of weird, but whatever. Anyways, it was really great. Other than that, it was like very like peaceful and wonderful. And I'm back. I'm not pregnant. I'm ready for. Alan Cumming has picked the Traitors already. He said, "Did you see it on his Instagram?
No.
You didn't see it?
No.
He's like, he's at the mansion. He's like picking up his dog poop or whatever. He's like, I got the dog poop." He's like, it's Saturday night on Broadway. Like, he used to do it all the time when he was, like, doing the cabaret revival. And I think he already picked his Traitors. Can I tell you? I don't know if I can tell you. I guess I can tell you. Who cares? I swear everything happened, like, around the time I was giving birth. The week I gave birth is the week they invited a bunch of, like, influencers to go to the Traitor Mansion in Scotland to do promo.
No way.
Yeah. I guess they're not, like, the cast, so that's good. But basically, my agency, can I say it? Shout out CA. I don't know. Maybe yeah. They were like, oh, like, you know, they were like looking for people to go over there to promote the Traitors, and they were telling me some of the other people that went over, and I was just like, oh my God. And it wasn't even like massive celebrities, you know, it was like people like my caliber. I was like, oh, I could have gone over there to do the promo, and I was like so sad. It was like but you know what? This is how I know I'm more into motherhood, because also what the other thing we missed was the cancel tour in Santa Barbara. And they asked me, both Paige, Tana texted me and then Paige, and a while ago, like weeks before. And I was like, I actually don't know if I'm going to have my baby by then. I think theirs was the 28th. I had my baby on the 24th. I was so sad. It was like My Chemical Romance all over again for like, because the first couple of days, I'm not going to lie, I do like cry because it's like, it's a huge adjustment, because now it's like, oh my God, we're not a family of 3, we're a family of 4. I'm like very hormonal. And then I found out about the cancel tour, and basically they're like, Trisha couldn't come, so we have like the Dancing Lobsters. I was like, no, and I just started crying some more, because I was like, I would have done anything to be at the cancel tour. I saw they had Jake Shane. I saw they had Tara Yummy. Yeah. I was just like, damn, I could have been there. I'm so sad. I'm so sad because they invited me. I could have been there in front of like, what? They have like 5,000 people in their audience. That's like wild.
But they haven't had the proper LA date yet.
But they're going to get like all the massive ones. They're going to get Jojo Siwa for that one. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. Tana did declare her like most annoying influencer as Jojo Siwa.
But I think she secretly loves. I think she secretly loves. You know what I mean?
But I think like the Sophie, I still never know.
They're doing the Sophie Stadium?
Yeah.
No, they're not.
I swear.
Oh, I was like, what? I mean, I wouldn't believe it.
I'm so happy I trolled you for once because you always get me.
I believed it.
But they are going back on tour anyways, so
But
there'll be more dates.
Yeah, but like Santa Barbara is kind of like, this is kind of our hood, you know what I mean? We're kind of in that area. That would have been so iconic. And I don't know, do they have a guest at Santa Barbara or just the Lobsters?
That was the Tara Yummy one, I think.
Oh, so okay, good.
Tara and Zach.
Okay, well, they're more popular anyway, so that's good. I just felt so like, oh my God, that was like it's like more than My Chemical Romance because I could have been like on stage with them too. I was so disappointed.
Your time will come.
Oh my God, why does it? And it's like, and then the Traitors happening. I'm like, why is everything happening? So I'm back, everybody. Book me now. Now I feel like it'll be silent. They'll be like, we'll leave you alone for a couple months. I'm like, I'm fine. Like, my babies are coming with me.
Like, I don't think anyone can understand how fast she recovered.
I was like,
she was, the nurses were in shock. The doctors were in shock. Everyone, she was like, I want to go home. They were like, what are you talking about? You just had surgery. You're not, she's like, I feel fine. I'm great. And she just walked out of the hospital.
I was up at 3 a.m. I'm like, I'm ready.
After she gave birth.
Yeah.
The day after, we were going home.
Oh yeah, we left. We gave birth on Friday. It was 8:30 when she came into the world, and then we left. I told them at like Saturday at like 3 a.m. I'm like, I need to go.
No, you're literally the strongest person I know. Like,
thanks, babe.
The whole experience. We'll talk about that, but
yeah,
everything, like giving birth, recovery. So I can attest that she's ready. I didn't know when you said like, oh, a week after I want to do Traitors, the 2 weeks after I want to go to Broadway.
I'm ready for that
here
too.
And there, and I was like, okay, take it, recover, take it easy. I'm like,
we had
just full on going.
No, because there was like a little thing for Broadway, and they were like, maybe this summer, maybe we'll do fall to be sure. I'm like, I could do summer. Now I'm like, fall is fine, I guess too, but fall is also Traitors, so it's I want to do it all. Maybe I'll do none of it. Maybe I'll do all of it. I don't know, but I want to put it out there and that I'm back and I love working, and we can bring the babies. The babies come with us everywhere. It's not a big thing. And we were out in like a day. I just missed Malibu, and I was honestly fine. I was walking. I was going to the bathroom because they have to make sure when they take the catheter out that you can pee. And I was like, watch me. And I like drank all the water. I was, because we asked them on Saturday morning, you're like, what's the agenda? They're like, we're going to try and walk around. I'm like, done. Like, I'm walking around. I'm sprinting. Like, I'm whatever you need. And I'll make sure every time a nurse came in, I made sure to like walk around. They're like, wow, you're doing so good. I'm like, yeah, no problem. Like, brushing my hair. They were
giving us a 2-3 day plan, you know?
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, how do we do it in one day?
Yeah.
Like,
even coming today, I was like, I didn't expect you to be like standing, walking around. I was like, okay. I was like whispering when I walked in. I was like, hey, oh my God.
How's everyone doing? I was sad when you walked in, only because like I had just left. My babies are literally upstairs. They're with my mom, and it's like everything's fine. But I was like so sad. I was like, I don't know. I got really, really sad. It was really weird. I don't know. I feel like with Malibu, I guess I talked about this before with Dr. Drew and whatever. Shout out Dr. Drew for being on the episode. But just being like, disconnected for like a couple months, and with not only with Elvis but also now with Malibu, we're so connected. Like me and Malibu are so tight right now, and it's just like once next to me and not Moses, and like all this stuff, because she was like always attached to Moses, and like I just was like, oh my God, she's never gonna want to be around me and all this stuff like that. And lately we've just been so attached and close and giggly, and I just like I don't want to leave her either. And it's just been like so hard. So I was sad when he came in. I was just like, because I almost was like crying upstairs. I was like, I don't want to leave. And again, we're like literally like a step down, but
just wait till you see Malibu kisses Elvis and hugs her. And she wants to hold her.
Oh my God.
She's been so sweet with her, and it was an adjustment at first. She was like, when we came home, she was just like, oh my God, what's happening? And then I don't think she wanted the baby, but it took like literally a week, which was more than I thought, but
so
it was
sweet.
Cool. Yeah, it's been really cool, and it's been really fun. And honestly, like, I think having the second has just made me a lot more maternal and confident. Also, too, because I don't have Moses so much to rely on with, like, Malibu. I was very much just like, oh, he knows what he's doing. Like, just you take care of her. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. And now this time we have two. So it's like I kind of have to, like, and now I'm like, oh, this is actually, like, so easy and so fun and so natural. And it's been really, really great. So, and for both, like I said, like, we take turns taking care of Elvis and Malibu. So it's like, because sometimes I just want to play with Malibu and sometimes she doesn't want to be around the baby. You know what I mean? So it's like we take turns, and I feel so much more confident as like a mom, and just, I don't know, it's just been a lot easier than I thought. But again, it's new, and I'm sure when she starts getting toddler stage, it'll get crazy, but it's been fun. And her name is Elvis, and she is here, and shout out to everyone being respectful and wonderful, and it's been nice.
And all the royals are alive as of right now, so.
Yeah, thank God. We broke the curse. You're welcome, King Charles. King Charles, though, okay, can I tell you I started watching The Crown, but only the season with Diana because of Josh O'Connor.
Yeah, I knew it.
God, my maternity leave, I think I have notes on this. My maternity leave, obsessions have been so real. Because Malibu now too also is like at the stage where she watches TV with us at night. We can't really watch like Curb. We can't really watch like Bridgerton. Like we have to watch like shows that are like family friendly. So we watched America's Got Talent. It just came back. But The Voice, we've been watching like I guess the old season of The Voice. And Niall is just God. There's just something about him that I just love so much. He's just so cute. We've been obsessed with. He might be better than Harry. I think definitely like. It's so funny when he I don't know. I just love him. I don't know. Is he Irish?
He is Irish.
I love Irish people because Nicola is Irish too, right? Nicola Coughlan, is that how you say her name? Obsessed with her.
Same. She's so gorgeous, like so funny, so sweet.
All of it. I am obsessed with her in interviews. I'm obsessed with her on the show because I was telling Moses when I read the book, like they really do describe her as like unattractive, and like this girl's like so not unattractive, and she's not even like fat. She looks tiny compared to all these men. If you put me next to Luke Newton, like I'm gonna look like a mammoth. You know what I mean? So when they describe her in the book as being like plus size or big, I mean, again, not shaming. Like she looks beautiful. You know, obviously she has a different shape than a lot of actresses, but. I'm like, she's so tiny and petite and like beautiful. I'm like, this is not how they describe her in the book, which is like cute. Obviously, they want to like glamorize her and make her sexy because she is. But I was just like, oh, okay. Like I pictured her as more baby reindeer Penelope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, this girl's like a siren. She's like beautiful. She looks amazing. It's a role that I'm just envious of. I just wish I could have been Penelope. So have you watched it?
No, I'm waiting for part 2 to come out June 13th, and I'm gonna do the full binge.
I feel like it's such a good cliffhanger though, and you're just like, I want more. Like it's just such a good.
But I'm so impatient. Like it'll drive me crazy. And
It
it's
is
only
driving me
like
crazy.
it's like a week away, basically.
Yeah, June 13th, I think. Oh, God. And I just, all those guys, remember when I said rewind like a month ago and I was like, oh, that guy's like not hot, Colin or whatever? I'm like, oh my God.
Now you're into it.
Now I'm like, damn. Oh my, that's our Halloween costume for sure. I'm like, you are being Colin. I'm like, you're shaving your beard. He hates shaving his beard for cosplay. I'm like, you cannot have a beard for a Bridgerton cosplay. Everything about it. But you know what? The plus side of this, I was telling Moses, is like my dreams now are like they're about the shows. Like I dreamt about Bridgerton, I dreamt about West Side Story, but he's like all the roles that I think are hot. So he's like Colin Bridgerton in my dream. He's Riff in my dream because it used to be like The Weeknd.
I'm finally her celebrity crush.
Yes, it's so weird. I'll wake up in the morning and be like, oh my God, you were in my dream, and you were singing like when you're a jet all the way to your first cigarette to your last. And he's like singing, and Moses like doesn't sing. Well, he does. He's good, but like not like that. But he was like singing and dancing in my dream, and I was just like, wow.
Was there a Lenny Kravitz one?
Oh, Lenny Kravitz, you were in my dream too. He was in my dream working out because I want to go on a health journey, and I was like, oh my God, you were like down in the gym and you were like doing sit-ups on a pull-up bar, and you were in like leather pants. You're like, I'm gonna be your trainer, baby. And I was like, and he looked like Lenny Kravitz doing it. I was like, wow, you're really on my. You're right. So you've been you in all of them. Like you look like you, but you're just dressed as those characters. West Side Story too. I was like, oh my God, it was because in West Side Story, Riff has like a hot blonde girl that's like in all his scenes, and I was like, oh, that was me and you, and I was just like, anyways, and Bridgerton too. God, Bridgerton's so hot. Like that movie, that show is just my new idol.
It's been fun to watch. Yeah,
we watch it during the nap. Like Malibu would take like an hour to 2 hour nap, and like we have to get that time.
This is like our date night.
Oh, I love that.
We watch our Bridgerton, and it's just like so sexy.
Are you gonna go back and watch the old seasons of Bridgerton, or just?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think so. Well, I know it's hard to say because it's like, do I just like it because I see myself as like Penelope? You know what I mean? But I think I will because everyone said they're all like steamy. They're all like hot, sexy scenes. So have you watched the first two?
Mm-hmm.
You
like
them?
Season 2, I think better just because I love Jonathan Bailey. He's like he's becoming my new crush because he's like in everything, and he's so in interviews so cute and like charismatic. I'm like, oh, you're so
he is. He's in the new season too, which is like crazy because you thought like, oh, Wicked, you know, he wouldn't want to be in this third season.
Because the guy from the first one, he thought he was too big.
I heard
Renee Jean Page was something.
Is he
like that.
French or something?
Maybe.
He was pretty hot. I never watched the first season, but I did remember thinking that guy's kind of hot.
Yeah, he's hot, and then he was like became the it boy, but then he thought he was too big, so he wouldn't come back, and then that screwed over the main girl, what was her name, Daphne or something?
Daphne,
I don't know.
Yeah.
It screwed her over because then she had like no plot in the second one.
Oh no! So they didn't come back at all.
She
the couple?
came back. No, she came back, but she had like barely any like screen time.
And they couldn't recast him?
No, because I think he was too iconic. They like in the script it's like, oh, he's off doing royal duty with whatever, something like that.
Oh no!
But
Why didn't he come back? He was gonna do a movie or something.
he did movies, but they all flopped.
Oh,
yeah, so it didn't work out.
Maybe he could ask for his job back.
I'm
sure people would be excited. No,
honestly,
like season 4 is coming back, so I'm sure he'd be like down.
Yeah, maybe.
I love that they stay in it, like, when they do stay in it. Because, like, if Euphoria probably wouldn't work because everyone's just so big now.
Yeah.
They're probably just like, we're not doing it. But, like, I love when they... But Bridgerton's so iconic. Like, I didn't know what it was about. I didn't know Shonda Rhimes did it. Like, because it was, like, such... Like, the costumes, the wigs, everything was, like, so amazing. The songs... Because we were listening to the instrumental, and we're like, are these, like, current songs? And that's, like, so cool. Like, the end was like, you mean everything tonight.
I love it.
Before we know.
Orchestral,
Yeah. And I was like, oh, because we were, like, listening, and I was like, it's just it gives me, like, kind of a little bit Hamilton vibes where it's, like, old school, but they, like, do, like, new modern things.
Yeah.
You know, with, like, the wigs, and I love what is it, Queen Charlotte? Like, she had, like, this wig with, like, this, like carousel in it. It was so cool. Like, it's really
camp, yeah.
It's so camp. It's so cute. I want to be in it so bad. I'm so jealous I couldn't have been casted in it. And they're all gorgeous. But honestly, Nicola is my favorite. Even though the guy is, like, super hot, like, I'm obsessed with her. And I've been watching Dairy Girls, like, clips of it online.
Me too. I want to go back and watch it.
Where did you see the full episodes?
I thought it was on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Because I think that I did read that she got, like, her big break when it got on Netflix because then it became international or something like that. So I've been watching clips. I haven't seen, like, the full episodes.
Same. But the clips all look so funny. Like, she looks so good in them.
Yeah, she's, like, blonde, and she's just, like, her Irish self. Yeah. And I love her. Nicola, if you want to come on the podcast. I'm doing limited guests only because I just don't know that many guests anymore, but we're doing, like, less guests. We're maybe trying to do 2 hot topics. We'll see. We're going to try and do that. But we have 2 more guests before that happens, but I would love Nicola on. I would love Niall on.
I think he's on tour now, I think. Just because I keep seeing, like, photos of him shirtless, and he looks so good. Like, he has, like, some hair on his chest.
Really?
And he has, like, abs, and, yeah, he's, like, ripped.
Every girl that goes on that Voice is like, I pick Niall.
Like, can't blame him.
Like, even above Reba, above John Legend, they're like, above Gwen Stefani.
I 100% would pick Niall.
Yeah, 100%. For sure.
Yeah.
I think if you're a young person on that show, it's like, unless you're country, you pick Reba, but every young person is like
when
Niall.
Ariana was on it, like, obviously I would pick Ariana.
Oh, I thought she was, like, a contestant, but yeah.
No.
Yeah, right. I guess if you're a fan of somebody's, you're just like,
yeah. Yeah, like, or like when Miley Cyrus was on it, I don't know. I would always pick the younger one. I guess because you grow up with them, it's like you have that attachment.
I don't know who I'd pick, because honestly, I don't know. No one now in this season. Maybe in the past I would have picked, no, I don't know, not anymore. I was going to say Adam Levine, but no. But I also have to be careful because, like, Niall has all these girls that are, like, obsessed with him and think he's hot. And then he's like one girl's like, don't worry, I have a super sexy husband back there. I'm like, girl, nobody asked. Like, why did you say that? That was so awkward.
Like at that moment, she made it weird.
Yeah, she was like, this is my husband, don't worry. He's sexy. I was like, okay, chill. Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. Anyways, we love him. I have what is my other maternity obsession?
America Got Talent.
I don't know if that's my obsession. Definitely not. Emergency Intercom.
PG-13 thing we can watch.
I was watching Emergency Intercom because I saw Enya and Drew. They were talking. I did not know.
Did you check your DMs from Drew?
No.
Oh, he talked about he said if Trisha ever looks at my DMs from.
Oh yes, I saw that part, but I don't think he did. I think I checked, and I don't think he did. I think it was maybe.
I don't know, because for Ted, maybe I feel like after a while they expire. Because I definitely have DMs Ted a few times, and the only one that was in there was one.
Yeah, I think I only saw one from him. Oh my god, that's so iconic. So I saw them talking about. They were so nice because I truly didn't know when we talked about the shirt that I told you, shirt from Challengers, and then how the ceiling fell on them, and I was like, I don't know who they are, but they were like so nice because like so many people get offended if I say like, look, there's 5 million podcasts out there. I'm sure a lot of people don't know who I am. I mean, a lot of people do, but a lot of people probably don't know who I am too. And I would never be like, oh my god, I can't believe they don't know who I am. Like, people just don't know. So they were super nice about it because like I didn't know who they were, and you enlightened me, and I was like, okay, I love them. They're great. It sounds iconic, and they were really nice. They're like, oh yeah, like it was cool. She mentioned us or whatever. So then I was like, let me watch Emergency Intercom, and then I started watching it, and I actually really loved both of them. And I was like, shout out to them, and I love their podcast. I love that their podcast is like not boring. Like so many podcasts, like couples podcasts, or you know, I don't know, whatever. You know, I get bored of them after a while. I've been watching Pretty Basic Unfiltered, whatever that one is. I've been watching that, but Emergency Intercom's funny. Like they're funny. They have a good like. They're not in a relationship, right?
I don't believe so.
Is he gay?
I think.
We don't know.
I don't know
need to
for
speculate.
sure.
It doesn't matter. I mean, it is Pride Month. It's Pride Month. Next week we'll do our Pride. My outfit wasn't ready. Anyways, you said you had a Pride present. I'm so excited now.
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll get to that too. But I love that they're just like they're dynamic. I love that they're not like in a relation. I just don't like relationship ones. I know I have my husband here, but you know, I can never just do one together because it's like we get it. Like you guys are in love with each other, or whatever. You know what I mean? I like
and
how
then it's awkward if they ever disagree. You're like, oh my
well,
god.
then there was those couples podcasts where they just like fight with each other.
Yeah,
it's like, ooh,
why are you together?
Should we be watching this? I don't know. It's very weird. So, that wasn't my obsession though. Where was I going with that? That was so weird. I don't know why. I guess I was looking at that. Anyways, I guess those are mine. Ben Platt. Oh, anyway, we'll get to that. But I also wrote a TV show while I was gone. I wrote a 10-episode series, and I'm not kidding. Yeah. So, and I want it has to be on Netflix. Like that's done. And I want to shout out Bridgerton for inspiring it because it's not Bridgerton-esque, just like some of the eroticness of it, because you know what I mean? Because there's not like a ton of sex scenes in Bridgerton. Like there's not so far. We haven't seen in season 3. So I was like, I kind of want to do this. It's very in right now, the eroticism, right? Like The Idol and like and this and Bridgerton. But mine's also mixed with Baby Reindeer. It's a little okay. So mine is about my tavern maid. So a lot of people don't know, like my tavern maid actually kind of started as like a little OF thing. You know what I mean? Like it kind of started as like a sexual thing, and then I just randomly did it as like a funny thing on TikTok with like a Halloween costume, and I was just kind of like, oh, maybe I should do like a tavern maid series. So it's kind of a mix of like the bartender and Baby Reindeer, but the tavern maid is the stalker. So basically what it is like the tavern's magical, as everyone knows on TikTok and OF. Everyone knows the tavern is very magical. And why is it magical? It's because of the tavern maid Trish Like Fish. So I thought like this could also like my idea is like, you know, there's a bar, everyone comes in, my what do you call it? Flower is like magical. So people come in and want to like have, you know, sex with the tavern maid, not me, but the tavern maid, Trish Like Fish. And they want to have sex with her because it's like magical. Like everything that you want, all your dreams can come true. You just have to have sex with this like tavern maid. And she's willing to give the powers because she's not a sexual person. She's like, this is what I'm made for. You know, it's very Barbie. This is what I'm made for. You know, whatever. And so like the fish is magical. Her fish is magical. So she has the fish down there, whatever. It's magical. Not an actual fish, you know what I mean? Like
her
flower.
vagine?
Yeah, her vagine, yeah. Flower, fish, peanut, I don't know, whatever it's called. Peanut, is that what it's called? A peanut? I don't know. Anyways, there's names for it. Dig with it what you will, but it goes in the eroticism. So it's like, you know, they come in, and girls, guys, fairies, you know, giants, whoever, you know what I mean? Like, it's in the magical world. They can come in and...
Just no hobbits.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The hobbits are in a different era. But
Leprechauns?
Leprechauns, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Gay leprechauns, whoever wants the magic. They come in, and it's consensual because she's providing this, like, service. She's just like, whatever, you know I'm this, like, lucky, whatever. However, the tavern maid is, like, Baby Reindeer. She starts stalking some people that she becomes a little bit obsessed with because all of a sudden it turns. She's done this her whole life, right? She's, you know, 200 years old or however old she is. And she's like, oh, I've done this for 200 years, whatever. All of a sudden she starts feeling some like emotions towards, you know, like, and so each episode has a little bit of a different like stalker issue, but they kind of all tie in together. I don't want to give it away because I feel like it's actually a really good story. I was going to write a book and then I was like, this is a TV show for sure. So it's a 10-part series and it has a good cliffhanger for if there's a season 2. But it has the Baby Reindeer tie-in and it also has the tie-in of, you know, The Idea of You.
Oh, okay.
And also there's a new one, Family Affair with Zac Efron.
The Nicole Kidman.
Yes, it's not out yet. But, you know, so I noticed like everyone kind of likes these 40-year-old, you know, midlife women, you know, kind of with like, you know.
The younger.
Yeah. Not crazy. Like, you know, maybe like in their 20s or something.
And,
like a Niall or something could be in it. You know what I mean? And
another adult.
Yes. Not like a child or anything like that. But it could also be like a younger, you know, girl too, or could Nicola or something. You know, I don't know. She's probably too big for Bridgerton right now. But maybe someone like less. I don't know. So it ties in all the big genres right now. And then it has My Tavern Maid that everyone loves. And I just think CAA, you need to get on it. And Netflix, let's have a pitch meeting. I have it's pretty fleshed out, but it could be fleshed out a little more. And I think that might be my next thing. So if I don't get on the Traitors, if I don't get on Broadway, maybe I could star in it. Maybe I star in it. I think I should star in it because I feel like the plus size trend is really big right now with Baby Reindeer and Bridgerton. Like the big girls are like getting more recognition. My boobies could be hoisted up like Nicola's, you know what I mean? Like Tavern Maid just with like corset. I think that's kind of the era of it. I don't know. I think this is my time for it.
I live.
You like it?
It's like adult fantasy is actually very in right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's kind of, but it can also be like erotica. It doesn't have to be like so like, oh my God, just like fucking or whatever. It's just like, you know, it's just like kind of cute. I don't know. And kind of magical. Moses said it was like a little Harry Potter when I explained to him. I was like, yeah, I kind of like that too.
It's like House of the Dragon.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Yeah, it kind of gives that vibe.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Bridgerton was giving me Game of Thrones vibes for some reason, even though it's like not like
The
violent.
accents?
Yeah. What is it about it? I guess like the regalness, the richness, like rich people.
You know, the castles and the...
Everyone's just rich. And yeah, maybe that's why. I don't know. Yeah, something about it was giving
the royalty of it all.
Even the intro. Was the intro kind of Game of Thrones, we thought?
The intro was exactly...
like Game of Thrones.
The animation and the type of music was exactly Game of Thrones.
So think Tavern Maid is maybe not Game of Thrones, but like I would say Tavern Maid is Bridgerton meets Baby Reindeer meets
Harry
Idea
Potter.
of You. Okay, Family Affair. Okay, not Harry Potter. I don't like that. That's a weird association.
You need some Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the I've never seen it, but maybe.
Because there is like a magical side to
Yeah,
it. You know,
you need something
She has
fantasy.
magical powers, but she can't use them to
Right.
get the men that she wants. So she has
Yeah.
to stalk them. You
Yeah.
know, so it's like this really, it's much more complex than you think.
Oh my god.
And she stalks him for a reason. I don't want to give it away. It's not just like she stalks him because she's in love with him. There's actually a pretty good reason with the people she stalks. And it kind of turns all of a sudden, because again, she's like 200 years old, so it kind of turns. So I feel like,
Oh, so it's also Twilight a little bit, you know, the
Oh, there you
vampire.
go.
So maybe it's Twilight, not Harry Potter.
I don't know if there's vampires in the tavern world.
No, but I'm saying you're all like you're 200 years old. Like the vampires are so old; they've been around for a long time.
That's true. I guess that's what she is. Yeah. Maybe Daniel Radcliffe. I don't think he's doing anything. Maybe he'll be in it.
I could see him.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It kind of ties in then with like a little bit of the magicalness.
Yeah.
And he looks young.
Yeah, I was trying
like-
to think of like who the cast would be, but yeah, Daniel Radcliffe definitely fits
Would be
in.
really good.
Yeah, Jonathan Bailey.
I think he's too big. I think Bridgerton
You
people are too
think?
big. Mike Weiss is too big.
And Jonathan Bailey's in Jurassic Park or whatever. So
Oh, wow, good for
yeah.
him. Okay. So
we need like an up and comer.
yeah, like someone like a Luke Newton before he was doing Bridgerton, you know what I mean? But how do you find those people,
No,
you know?
you have to like discover them, I guess.
Oh,
well,
man, that's hard.
when you're in Broadway, you'll see people and you'll be like, "That's the person.
Oh,
He's gonna be a
okay.
big star."
Okay.
I know.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like
It's
that. I gotta find it, and it could be girls too. Like I don't want people to think like I'm just doing this. Like oh, there's like a hot young guy. There's a couple different scenarios that come into play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe Troye Sivan
Yeah,
because he's really good. He was good in Idol.
yeah,
He's kind of blown up, but he's on tour too. I think now he's looking like a Madonna on tour. I
yeah.
love it.
He's so like sexual and stuff.
Very sexual.
Yeah,
But I like it. It fits in with my tavern mate, so I'll take it. Troye Sivan. I don't think he likes me. I feel like he definitely knows I love him and never has reached out. So that's okay though. It's fine. I have 2 babies now. I don't need to.
we'll find out when Harry Daniels did sing the Choice of On. I think. Let's ask him.
Shout
'Cause
out Harry Daniels.
connecting us with literally everyone. It's
Honestly, yeah.
wild.
I should hire him as my manager, actually. We have an agent. I need a manager, Harry Daniels.
That's the
Yeah.
other thing. She worked until the day she gave birth. She was doing an interview with Vogue magazine.
Oh, yeah. That was the
The whole,
day.
like it's insane.
Shout-
I've never seen somebody work until the last hour. Of
Oh, yeah.
the
I was like
pregnancy.
dying too. I was doing a phone call for like an hour and a half, like not with British was in the morning. And then I had another one with, I think it was like CA actually. And I was like, and she was just pushing on my bladder, but I was like, I'm taking this. I'm like, I want them to know I'm serious. I'm coming back. Oh yeah, that was with everyone too. They had like the book thing, everything. So I gotta do another call with them. But yeah, even the hot topic, like I didn't want to miss anything. I just wanted to keep working. Well, British Vogue was big. People thought it was like a joke that I tweeted, and I was just like, no. But Harry Daniels, the guy who interviewed me here, interviewed Harry Daniels, and it was just like getting me all these gigs. So shout out Harry Daniels.
love Harry
I
Daniels.
love that so much. Thank you. We love him, and he's just kind of the best. I love people like that. I love people who are giving in the sense of like because he was referring me to a lot of things. Is what we're talking
Yeah.
about. Like there's a lot of companies that have like reached out. Apparently to Oscar. Apparently you're like my manager too.
Harry's just like he texts me. I'm gonna put you in a group chat with like so and so from like this company. I'm like, great. I'm gonna put you in a group chat with Chapel Roan's publicist with Laufey. She's like a Grammy winner.
Wow.
Yeah, like all these people.
Are you in communications with all that?
Yes,
Love
like,
that.
all because of Harry. So shout out, we love Harry.
We should hire him full time.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we
I
need
love
him.
people who are like the opposite of gatekeep. You know what I mean? It's
Yes,
like
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like I always say this with the guests. It's like I would love to have a guest every week, but it's like booking people are so hard, and it's like you almost need like a full time booker. I'm like, how the hell do you find those people? Especially because a lot of bookers will be like, you can hire me for $5,000 a month, but it's no guarantee I'll get you a guest. And I was like, okay, well, what the hell? Like, you know what I mean? So I'm sure he's very busy, but Harry Daniels, if you want to join Team Trish, I'm so the voice right now. I'm like, if you want to be on Team Trish, contact me. I love that show. I actually don't love that show. I actually hate that show, but I can't find anything to watch with Malibu. She dances. So if you guys have any ideas for like toddlers.
So I was gonna say legendary because it's all dancing. I think it's
Legendary?
fine. Yeah.
What is that? Is it a dance
it's
show?
off the air now, but it's a dance show, and like Law Roach is a judge, Kiki Palmer is the judge, and it's just like it's all voguing.
Oh.
And it like HBO freaking took it off the platform, but it's on the Roku channel. I think is the only place to watch it.
Slay.
But you would love it, and it's all dancing and so like visual, like it's so good.
You should watch it. She loves like dancing. That's why we watch all these shows. She loves like dancing. I wanted to watch So You Think You Dance, but then I got triggered because Jojo Siwa's on the show. I'm like,
Yeah.
triggered. I don't know if we need to expose yet to this, but okay, yeah. Is it so? It's on Roku still.
Yeah, I think season 2 and 3 are on there. I wish it would come back. It was so good. Kiki Palmer is so funny on it. Megan Thee Stallion was a judge on it.
I love Kiki.
And the dancing, it's all Vogue, so it's like ballroom, and it's just like so good.
That's such a good style of dance. Like that's something I can never do. I like look at it. I'm like, oh,
Crazy. They're doing flips and stuff, and like the duck walks. And
I
I'm
love
like, oh my
walking
god.
the duck. I love that so much. I know I miss RuPaul. I know All Stars is on, but I miss like the original, the regular one.
Oh, that reminds me of your push present.
Oh, is this?
your Pride push present?
Really? Oh my God, really? Oh my God, I think I know. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I know. Oh, we should have put yours. Yours is on display upstairs. I literally have it upstairs on display. Your birthday present to me, my little aqua. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay. I know what it is. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I didn't know actually until you just said it. Who just
reminded me.
Oh, the guy who does my costumes. Shout out Eddie Couture. He unboxed this. And I was like, oh my gosh. We have to cosplay. Oh my gosh.
The RuPaul.
This is the most iconic. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh my God.
She is giving. I love it. Dragon Queen. Yes. I love it. And it's a dragon. That's so cool. Maybe Rue can be on my tavern show as this character.
That would actually be everything.
As Dragon Queen. Yes. Oh my gosh. I mean, this character needs to be in the tavern for sure. If it's not RuPaul, maybe we can get someone similar. That would be amazing.
Maybe that's like the only person that you confide in, and you have to be accountable to, give you your powers.
It's very American Horror Story, where she's like the Kim Kardashian character, and I'm like the Emma Roberts character, where I'm like have to like listen to her because she's like the mother, the mother, and it's like okay, I have to like listen to her. That's iconic. Thank you. I love that this is my push present. Thank you so much. It's kind of iconic. This is and Pride.
It's like double whammy.
We're gonna do a good Pride episode, you guys. Yes, we do everything for the gays. I love gay people. I love them. So much. Did you ever see Britney's video? This is so iconic. Thank you. Did you ever see Britney's video where she's like, Happy Pride Month. Some of my best nights is because of the gays.
All my friends at the LGBTQ community, Happy Pride Month. You guys bring so much heart, passion, and articulate everything you do. Because of you, I've had the best nights of my life. I love you so much it hurts. Happy Pride Month. Baby, be quiet!
Have you seen that?
I haven't seen that.
It's from like a few years ago. She's like, Happy Pride to all the gay people out there. She goes, some of my best nights is because of you. And then Samson shouts something to her off camera. She's like, baby, be quiet. You never seen that?
No.
Oh, it's so good. And I just love that she loves gay people too. Gays just make me so happy in so many ways. And I just love it. And I love rainbows this time of year. So the Rainbow Birkin will be back.
I can't wait.
I hope someone buys it. Actually, I hope not. I hope someone buys it and then we can make the show myself. I can just make it and then sell it. You know what I mean? If someone bought it for $1 million, I probably could make the show for $1 million.
Yeah.
Low budget. And what does Baby Reindeer made? What do you think the budget was for that?
Oh, it had to be low.
You think?
Yeah, 100%.
Because I see me making this kind of Baby Reindeer style.
I want to see if they...
Maybe I'd hire that guy to be in it. Josh Gad. He could be one of the... Is that his name? No, not Josh Gad. That's the guy from Frozen.
Richard Gad. You were so
Richard
close.
Gad, yeah. I was like, definitely not. But Josh Gad would be a slay too. Richard Gad could be a bartender too. He could be in the tavern with me.
He does give off like elf kind of vibes.
Yeah, definitely mystical, something.
Yeah.
I love him. How do we get in touch with him?
I feel like he must be pretty easy to get a hold of, no?
Just send him a lot of emails and phone calls. And
just hit him up, DM. Hey, what's up in your DMs? I love this so much. Oh my God, we love it. I can't wait for Pride next week. It's going to be so much fun. Did you go to Pride this weekend?
No, I did not. First of all, I didn't know Pride, like WeHo Pride, the parade started like literally the 1st of June. I was like...
Well, because I think it fell on the weekend, right?
I could have sworn there was a Pride like at the end of June before, but the last time I've gone was like, I don't know, 2019 or something. So I'm sure things are different.
Was it the big one? Was it the big one this weekend?
It was the big one.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I always felt... So the parade and stuff happened this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe it does shift though. I think they have one in downtown LA too.
Yeah, the LA Pride is I think next weekend or this coming weekend. Jojo Siwa is performing at that one. She's booked this Pride. She's been performing.
Booked. Her new song is good. Again, if she wasn't like her problematic era, the Dobrik's Pizza.
Oh, I know the Dobrik's collab.
Dobrik's and Jojo collab. I mean, it's really so funny how cancellation is just like not a thing. In fact, like it makes you more powerful. All these people getting canceled just end up together. They're like Jojo and David unionizing. Joey is the one unionizing all of them because he has James Charles now. I was like, damn, Joey, are you entering your problematic era? Careful.
I was gagged.
He doesn't care anymore. He's like, I de-gagged.
Yeah, after JoJo, he's like, whatever. That makes me scared, though. I'm like, okay, JoJo James, who's like the third Infinity Stone, Colleen. Like,
could you imagine?
What is the chew word spill? What is it called? The show?
2-word spill?
Chew or spill?
Oh.
What is it called?
Spiller. Oh.
Spew.
Yeah.
Is it?
Spew or spill? Spill or spew. Maybe. Is that what he's doing? So he's kind of doing like the James Corden thing.
I think so,
Okay,
yeah.
I love that he just takes me too, just take other people's ideas and make them your own. Yeah. Like, this is my idea now. I mean, iconic. We love it.
Yeah, so they teased the James one coming up, and I was like, this is...
Does he ask him questions? Because, like, I feel like he just goes easy. Like, he did ask some good ones to Danielle and Jojo, but, like, is he going to ask him about, you know, everything?
I don't
like the armpits, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I wouldn't. I mean, obviously that's so scary. I mean, I want to, but, like, could you imagine he's here and I'm just like, okay, so why armpits? Why aren't you asking ages and confirming with the ID? Like, ID confirmation is so easy. Like, literally just sending your ID, you know what I mean? Like, it's like an easy thing.
Yeah, I don't see Michael Graceffa, like asking the hard-hitting questions to James Charles Dickinson.
Is that his name?
But, yeah. You know, I love a government name. Me too.
But can I just tell you, like, I do love we're in the era of baby names of just not being James or Joey or John or Michael or, you know what I mean? Like, I love that everyone's like naming their baby, like who had, what's it? Brumble Honey. Like, I love that. You know what I mean?
Nora Smith,
yeah, Whimsy Lou. Who are the other ones? Blue
Ivy? Or?
No, the Brandt
Northwest?
family. Isn't it Blue LeBrant or something? I don't know. I just love that we're naming babies fun names. You know what I mean? And if one more person asks me, they'll be like, oh my God, she's so cute. What's her name? Elvis. Is it a boy? What? It's 2024. Why are we like just genderizing everybody right away? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, or assuming, whatever. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Elvis is iconic and we love, but, anyways, I feel clear in my mind. Just FYI for anyone watching, like I feel very clear in my mind and my head.
You don't need to sign a will or anything.
Yeah. I should though. Honestly, I was thinking about that too. I was like, probably should sign that. But that also feels like weird manifesting because I really do think I manifested the epidural going wrong. I watched so many TikToks of people being like, "Oh, the epidural went wrong," and it's this and that, and it happened. I want to say it was Savannah LeBrant that posted their vlog, and she got shocked. Like they felt a shock. And I was like, and I remember seeing that like 2 days before I gave birth, and that happened to me, and it was like so weird. It like shocked my hip. So like I do feel like that's why I don't really like to even talk about like epidural going wrong because I don't want anyone to have that like in their head. But like it is kind of scary. But I am very clear mind. On that note too, I love Rachel Zeigler. I think I had like a lobotomy during my C-section because I see the world so different now. When I was watching West Side Story, we watched it because he hadn't seen it. We watched it on Saturday, and I was just like, this girl's a star. Like. She's angelic. She's beautiful. She's pure.
Yes, Rachel.
And I was just like, damn, people are so hard on her because this girl's getting her big. Because if you think about it, who was talking? Ben Platt was talking about this. Oh, shout out Ben Platt. Because she was performing with Ben Platt this weekend at the Palace Theater. Did you see that?
I did see that.
And he was so spot on. He's like, this girl's career start is crazy. Like Steven Spielberg musical, Disney princess, franchise movie with Hunger Games. And I was like, yes. This is why people are hating on her because she just came and was like, I'm starring in everything from the get-go. Sorry to all you who didn't do this. Like, sorry that you had to be a background in the movie. Like, I get to be the star off the bat. And I was telling Moses, I was like, you know what? I found this girl when she was like 14, 15 doing Hamilton covers. I was like the original Rachel Zegler stan. And I loved seeing her shine in West Side Story. She had an accent. She was, I don't want to do it. I don't want to sound offensive, but I think she did a very good accent of like she was Puerto Rican in the movie. Or she might be Puerto Rican in real life. I don't know. But she's doing a Puerto Rican accent, I think. I don't think she has one in real life, right?
No,
okay.
Not in real life.
Crazy good accent. West Side Story is a gem. I hated the original movie. I'm a musical girl. I think the original musical, I'm just like, I know it's like a hot take, but also I want to say the original Maria was not even Hispanic.
Like whitewash?
I think she's Natalie Wood. And I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure she's Caucasian. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she was not, but I'm pretty sure she was.
Oh.
She was the one who, she died, someone like, she fell off a boat.
They're
like pushed. She had a really sad ending. I don't really know. She was really good. But anyways, I didn't like the original West Side Story. I think Tony Curtis might have been the original. Anyway, did you ever watch it?
No.
Oh.
I do want to watch it for Rachel Zegler, though.
I can't believe you haven't seen it.
No, what else have I not seen of Rachel Zegler? I saw Shazam 2 for Rachel Zegler.
How did you see Shazam 2 but not West Side Story? That's wild. And she's glowing in West Side Story. She is like angelic, ethereal, like everything in West Side Story. Like it's actually gorge. She's like, I actually liked her more than Mike Feist. Actually, I don't know. Mike Feist is great. Now that I love him in The Challengers, now watching him in West Side Story again, I was like, damn, he should have gotten an Oscar. Even Quentin Tarantino said he should have gotten an Oscar. I was like researching his role as Riff, and Quentin Tarantino's like, he should have gotten an Academy Award for it, and he definitely should have. And so should have Rachel Zegler. I know the girl who played Anita got it, and she was wonderful. I forget her name. Do you know her name?
No.
You know her. She's the one that's like, Angela
Bassett
did the thing. You know that that girl.
Oh, God, why am I forgetting her name?
It's like Dubois or something like Andrea or something. She was in Hamilton, I think.
Ariana DeBose. Oh my
Ariana
God,
DeBose.
how could I forget her?
She's
Yeah.
iconic. She won the Oscar for it.
I remember that.
She's so
Rachel
good.
won the Golden Globe.
Oh,
at
she
least.
did?
Yeah.
Perf.
But it was
So
like,
good.
yeah, I think it was already like when was it? 2020, right? So like everything was already. I remember she did it like on Zoom or something.
Oh, really?
I think so. Yeah.
But the girl who played, what's her name? Amber?
Oh, no. The Golden Globes were like canceled, so they were like barely making their comeback. This was like after the Emily in Paris debacle.
Okay.
Yeah,
like,
so it was like a quiet Golden Globes. So she didn't have like her big moment.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
You win, and then it's like, oh, I gotta do it via like Zoom or
for this
something.
canceled award show.
Damn, I hope she got it though.
I'm sure she
Rachel, I love you. Please come on. So iconic. Like I'm telling you, I did like her better than like all these women. Like again, my brain is being rewired through, I guess, giving birth to a female. I was just like, oh my gosh, like Nicola outshines all these hot guys. Like the hot guys are hot. Like not gonna lie, but Nicola outshines them. Where I'm just like, I actually want to know this person. I was Googling her. I was like, I want to know her. Rachel Zeigler too in West Side Story. Obviously, there's a ton of hot guys in West Side Story, but I was like, I want to know more about this angel right here. So it's like this whole weird thing happening. I don't know what it is, but it's wonderful, and I just love girls. You know what I mean? I love the boys too, but I don't know. It's just I guess now because Moses is like in my dreams as all these men, I don't see them as whatever. I see them as their characters, and Moses gets to cosplay them for me in my dreams. But it's a beautiful thing. West Side Story is wonderful. I know it's an old movie, but you need to watch it. It's so good.
I would definitely watch it. Because I'm gonna go through the whole Rachel Zeigler filmography for sure. I really don't think I'm missing much. I think maybe I'm just missing West Side Story.
You saw Hunger Games.
Shazam 2.
No, Shazam. Is that it? Is that what she's done? I feel like she's done so much more.
I know, me too. She must have been in something else. I know she has like a lot of stuff coming out.
She's booked and busy.
Because she has like Snow White. She had a movie that premiered at South by Southwest. I think it's called like Y2K. That's coming out.
Oh, love that title. I don't even know what it is, but I love it.
Yeah, that's it so far. I mean, I guess it's only working since like 2019 or something. That's
crazy.
A lot of
crazy how insane that happened. That's like I'm so happy for her.
Oh my! I really want to see her doing Romeo and Juliet.
Is she?
Yeah, she's
in
doing
London?
In New York, I think.
When is it?
I think it's starting like soon. She's doing it with Kit Connor. Is that his name?
Is it off Broadway or is it on Broadway?
That's a good question. Kit Connor.
It's not the one Tom Holland's doing.
No, that one.
That's in London, right?
This one is like, I think it's like Romeo plus Juliet. It's like it's supposed to be like the younger like. Tom Holland's. I heard it's all like dark. It's like
it's Shakespeare.
I know the music is by Jack Antonoff for like Rachel Zegler's one, so I think it's like
updated.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of want to say it's like remember like the Leonardo DiCaprio movie one where it was like younger and like kind of like more colorful. I feel like it's
it's Romeo and Juliet, not Anne Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet.
Because I think there's one on Broadway called Anne Juliet, and it's like Backstreet Boy songs or something.
Oh.
But obviously that's probably a different one.
Yeah, it's on Broadway. Romeo plus Juliet.
Okay, I didn't hear about this.
It's a revival.
When's it coming out?
I think they're promoting it, so I think it's like June.
Oh my God, are you gonna go?
I really want to go. I mean, I don't really like New York like that, but I will.
You don't? I don't either. I like the shows. I just always go out for shows, and I want to see Ben Platt. He's only there for like another week or two at the Palace Theater.
I really want to see Rachel.
He was. Oh, we gotta go. Well, I don't know if I can go, but you should go. I can go. Actually, I can go. We're gonna get an RV. Let's load them up. We'll all just go across country. Yeah, I'm down for that. Can you bring RVs to New York? Where do you park them? I don't even know.
Yeah, where do you park in New
right?
York?
Like if we all go as a family, we get an apartment there for 3 months while I do Broadway. Where do we park the RV?
There's parking lots.
Is there? Is it
lots if you
safe
pay.
to just leave it there?
It's not safe anywhere anymore. Right?
Well, definitely walking in New York. We're definitely never walking it. Although that sucks because like driving in New York is like the worst in like Times Square. But it's like now you have to be careful of all those people punching people.
I know.
Although that one girl bought a Hamptons house, the one that got punched in the face, she bought a Hamptons house and everyone's pissed about it.
Wait, how? Did she sue or something? Or
no, I think she just is like got huge after
She's just
that.
a successful influencer.
She bought a Hamptons house and then like a Range Rover in the same day, and everyone's like, "Damn."
So she capitalized off getting
I think
punched?
so.
I mean, I guess if you get punched, you might as well capitalize.
Absolutely,
on it.
I think so
would,
too.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks, but like if you can capitalize off of it, you might as well.
I'm not sure the punch was the.
I think
She's just an influencer.
I don't think she was.
She was one before the punch.
I don't think she was like popular before. I mean, I don't think she was. You think she was full time?
Yeah, I've seen so many people talk about, in general, being an influencer, how much money it can make you. So I don't know.
I'm reaching out for a statement.
From who? Who is it? Who is he reaching out for?
So we can circle back to Pride really quick because I was reaching out for a statement. Did you see the videos of Hasan at Pride?
No.
Oh yeah, it was like the it boy of Pride. Yeah, that's when I really had Pride FOMO. I was like, oh my god.
Interesting. So was he there as an ally or?
He was there as an ally.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know? You probably don't know. Austin show. He's like on that podcast with like Hasan, Cutie Cinderella, and then it's like Austin.
The one he says gay.
Yes, he's gay, like cute, ripped.
So he's there with him.
Yeah, they're like really good friends. So they streamed on their Twitch from Pride.
Oh, how does that work? Do they have good Wi-Fi in WeHo?
I guess they had little microphones clipped, and I guess like on their phones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was boots on the ground, literally boots on the ground.
Love that. We need to do more boots on the ground. But I'm surprised you didn't go to anyways. That's the whole thing.
I know.
You're gonna go to canceled boots on the ground.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's touch on that first, and then we'll go back. So we had so much to talk about. I literally was so close to going, but it was on a freaking Tuesday, the Tuesday after Memorial Day at night in Santa Barbara. That's why all these events are during the week.
I know.
Pride is all the Pride. I got invited to a Pride Playboy party, but it's on a Monday. It's tonight, but it's like 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. And I'm like, I'm in bed. Yeah. What is with all these events like at night, like on a weekday? I'm like, I need like a matinee.
Right. I know. Late night events I just can't do anymore.
No.
I love a noon anything.
Same.
Yeah.
And if canceled was like closer, like Santa Barbara for me, I guess it's like an hour.
That's true.
An hour and a half maybe.
A little further.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm really sad we missed it.
I know, me too.
Anyways,
especially when I saw Jake Shane there. Then I got real FOMO. I was like, oh my god, Octopus is there.
Octopus is everywhere. And he had Ben Platt on his podcast.
No, did he?
Yes.
How does he get everyone?
I don't know. And I think they were even singing. Were they singing together? And I was a little jealous. I think they were singing Dear Evan Hansen or something. And I was like so jealous. I was like, who's his booker? I'm like, is he his booker? Because Harry Daniels must be his booker because I would love nothing more. Yeah, he has him on everything. I'm like, oh God, Ben Platt. And I love him. As far as like, do we pick our favorite gay of the month for Gay Pride or no?
Maybe gay of the week. Because I feel like gay of the month is like, that's so hard. There's so many.
Ooh, maybe at the end of the month we'll do it. My gay of the week, I don't know. I feel like he wouldn't appreciate this because Ben Platt, I feel like, is very serious and doesn't like to just be called gay of the week. But I love him so much, more than anything in the whole world. Like, I'm on my Dear Evan Hansen kick again, also because of Mike Feist. But I love Ben Platt more than anything in the whole world. I think he got an unfair treatment of the Dear Evan Hansen movie when it came out. Everyone was like so pissed he was in the role, and I was like, okay, he originated the role. I was sad Mike Feist wasn't in it because he originated Connor Murphy. Anyway, that's the whole thing. But I love Ben Platt, and I think his voice is so beautiful, and I think he's like the angel. He's like the male equivalent of Rachel Zeigler. He's like an angelic voice, ethereal presence. Like, I just love him so much, and I don't care that he's a Nepo baby. I think that's kind of everything. I think that's how you get in the whatever. But he's like super talented. I love him so much. He was on Therapist. I was so jealous. Ben Platt, please come on. You're my gay of the week, and I'm sorry if that offends you. I feel like some people get offended by that, and I'm sorry. But I think it's cute, right?
I think it's cute.
Who's your gay of the week?
Should we do gay and lesbian, or is it just one?
Yeah, doesn't gay encompass everything?
Yeah, queer.
Okay,
yeah.
Queer
of the week.
No,
okay.
I think that sounds worse.
You think?
I don't know. You tell me. You're our gay officiator. You can tell me what I can say or not.
Queer of the week, sure.
Okay, yeah, that covers everything.
Yeah.
Well, then I could be queer of the week.
Yeah,
you know,
true.
Okay.
You'll be queer of the month. Maybe.
Okay.
Honestly, Chapel Road. I'm like really on my Chapel like kick right now. I've been listening to her a lot. They're picking the date in July. So it's still in the works.
That'll be the one guest I would be happy. Like that's what I'm saying. I want like our guest that I'm just like obsessed with, and like a Chapel Roan is like I will save all my interviewing skills for her. That would be iconic. Yes.
It girl for sure.
It girl for sure. I love her. Okay, yeah, perfect.
So yeah, I think she's my queer of the week.
Has she been performing any Pride?
Yeah, not Pride. She's been performing like her own shows and festivals.
She was opening for Olivia.
Yeah, they're on a break right now because Olivia's in the UK, I want to say. But she did like a festival in Boston. Chapel did, and she was like the crowd was crazy for her. And, like, so good.
I know
and
people
she's, like,
ask now. They're like, "Is she coming on your podcast?" Like now I feel like she's so popular.
I know.
I was like,
of course, the second they start talking to us, she friggin' takes off.
It always happens. I know we really need to get in on someone like ground level. Yeah. And I feel like we were almost there because when I heard her on Nylon talking about me and Malibu Barbie, I was just like, oh my God, like who's this person? Yes. And now she's everywhere and she's like the biggest star ever. And I was like, oh, I love her so much too. Okay, we love you guys. Come on the podcast. Now it's just me just asking and putting it out there in the world. No, I don't know. I don't know anyone. I have no connections yet, but you know, maybe with Harry Daniels.
Yeah, with Harry on our side. On Team Just
Good job,
Trish.
Therapist, for literally booking all these people. Like, it's actually insane how connected he is. I think he's an industry plant.
I heard Nepo Baby.
Oh, that I believe. Because how do you know all these people?
Yeah.
How are you just best friends with Sophia Grange?
Glenn Powell and
Right. We love it. I wish I was an industry fan.
I know,
waiting
honestly,
to be planted.
I can't even clock it. Like, if I was a Nepo Baby,
iconic.
I would definitely take advantage of it.
Yes, I think recently Uma Thurman's daughter was like, I definitely got casted in Quentin Tarantino's movie because I was a Nepo
Once
Baby.
Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, because originally she's like, I had an audition. Everyone's like, okay. But then she like admitted to it, and I was just like, yeah, I mean, but why not? Like, your mom's Uma Thurman, and Quentin Tarantino's obsessed with her. Like, why would you not want to be?
Yeah,
a Quentin
your
Tarantino
mom's Uma Thurman, your dad's Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
It's like the two. Like, of course, you're gonna take advantage of it.
It's iconic in every way. Nepo babies are my favorite. So.
Yeah,
And also, people are obsessed with it in the entertainment industry, but it happens all over the world.
tea.
You know what I mean? Like, if there's a lawyer and their son becomes a partner in the company, if there's construction, anything, people want to have their kids continue the family business. That's a Nepo baby. Like
we haven't
there's
seen any
nothing wrong with
influencer
it.
Nepo babies yet.
Well,
like,
they do, yeah. They need to have kids.
but that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's happening though. Like the influencers are having kids, so it's like, is there going to be a second generation influencer?
That's funny.
Like a Shane's baby's just doing like conspiracy theories. You know what I mean?
Our family business is TikTok, to be influencers on TikTok.
That's what I'm saying. How weird would that be if one day? But I just don't know if influencers are going to be around. Maybe they will. I don't know. It's such a weird thing to think of Malibu at like 16. Like, is there influencers in 16 years? I don't know.
I'm trying to think of like
Probably.
I think so, honestly.
Because like, let's say I started my career at 18. Let's say I had a baby at 18. Right. And now my baby is how I'm so bad at math. How old would my baby be? 15 years old or something now. It's like, would they be doing TikTok?
I think so.
Well, if
Yeah.
not, it will be a different type of media. But I think in general, the way society is going, there'll be less and less regular jobs. They get more automated, and there'll be more and more people just living their life, meaning being influencers just by being alive, So there'll be more
Yeah.
influencers over time.
Coming around. I don't know if we need more influencers though. It's crazy seeing influencers in the wild. When I got my hair done, like just seeing influencers just like setting up their tripods to film. And like, I know that's how you have to do it, but I'm like, it's such a weird thing to just see people like. Then the girl's like, "Do you want a haircut and a blowout?" She goes, "Can I film it?" And I was like, "Oh my god!" I mean, that's what you have to say, but it's like so weird. It's such a weird thing now, but. I don't know. We have to come back. We're still going on the Hasan. I want to know about this Hasan at Pride. Like, there's more to it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there's more to it, but. Wait, what was I going to say? We're just saying about Nepo Baby. Okay, maybe I lost my train of thought.
Northwest Nepo Baby.
Oh, God, I know. That happened. I know that. This is, you know what? I kind of feel, again, maybe I have like a lobotomy or something, but I'm just like, wow, people are like so hard on her. And I like understand and get it, right? But it's like a child. And it's like, not like it's a Broadway touring show where people, it's like a one night thing. Like, I don't know. What are your thoughts on it? I really thought like people were being so mean. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I understand why it got so much backlash. I think because it's not like a Kanye West concert and then she comes out, you know what I mean? Or like a
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian. Like if I see Northwest at like a Kim Kardashian like fashion show, I'm like, that's cute.
Yeah.
Kind of like when like Pink brings out her daughter all the time, or like Kelly Clarkson sings with her kids sometimes.
Yeah.
So like that makes sense. But I think
At the Hollywood Bowl?
just because it's like the Hollywood Bowl, it's like not a Kim Kardashian production. It's like
might be though. It might have been.
well, I did a little bit of digging. The production that like the people who produced it also are producers of the Kardashians. So, yeah,
there it
So there's the
is, the
tie-in.
tie-in.
It's gonna eventually air on Hulu and Hulu. I mean, on Disney Plus
Oh.
and Disney Plus and Hulu merged.
And they, like,
so it's Disney.
Kardashians are like Hulu.
Yeah, the face of Hulu.
Yeah,
So
basically.
it was
so that's
a little.
what it is. And
Yeah.
like it's I mean that's just what it is. Like it's like I don't know how to even say it. Like that's how the world works. You know, it's like they're the face of Hulu. They make the most money. People are talking about it.
It wouldn't have been talked about really unless like, that's what they wanted. They wanted publicity for this little event, and they got it with
They got a lot.
Northwest.
Because
Yeah.
I never even knew the Hollywood Bowl did these shows. I was just like, oh, and I guess they do it all the time or something. I was like, okay, I didn't know.
I think they did one with the Little Mermaid last year, I want to
They
say.
did one with Little Mermaid like 10 years ago. I went.
my
It was like, I remember Rebel Wilson was like Ursula.
Okay, not 10 years ago.
No, it was. I swear. I went. I remember I had platinum blonde hair. I was living in the Palazzo.
Really?
I had my little like Cinderella cape on. I would say 2015. Let me see if I'm right.
2016.
It was
my
close.
God.
I was like, okay, so
You're
8 years
so
ago.
right.
Okay.
That's wild.
And Joshua Robert Cooley was Little Flounder, who's now in The Descendants, who I love so much. He was on Broadway. He would have been a great Dear Evan Hansen. He was in Les Mis. I just love him so much. And he was there, like, and just like, yeah, it was like an iconic show. And it was Queen Latifah, Rebel Wilson. I think, like, who was Ariel? Was it the girl from Sarah? Oh, God, I can't remember. Anyways, it was John Stamos was in it. It was a huge thing. And so I didn't remember
Wow.
that. Yeah. But they might have done a new one too. I don't know. I didn't keep up. Like I didn't know they did this all the time. I didn't know they did it
Sarah Bareilles
That's
was
what it was.
Ariel.
Yeah, I said waitress. I was like, okay, yeah. Right? I think she was. Anyways,
Yeah,
I don't
she was
know.
waitress.
Okay.
So what if you went to that and then there was just like a little celebrity kid who was like singing badly? Would you be like,
yeah, it's like one song. Like I get it
True.
if it was like the full play, right? She's Simba in the whole play, and it's like, oh my god, this is kind of like hard to watch or whatever. Maybe, but it's like it's not like they're putting her in like the big production of like a
True.
live remake. It's like a one-off song. It's like watching John Stamos do it. Like he was in Little Mermaid, and is he a singer? Like no, but it's like oh, it's John Stamos singing. Or I saw a production of Chicago with Cuba Gooding Jr. and like horrible singing, but like it's Cuba Gooding Jr. So you're just like that's kind of iconic. We get to see him, you know what I mean? And that was a full Chicago run, you know. So I don't
guess
know.
you're right, yeah.
I think it's like a lot of people do love the Kardashians. A lot of people love Northwest, and it's like I think you don't know.
stunt casting for sure?
Stunt casting for sure, and that's just how the world works. So when you see me on Broadway and I can't sing, it's just me preparing people for when I go on Broadway.
I guess at least like you would really work at it. I guess like North, like, I feel like Kim should have like really put her in a little bit more like classes, a little bit more rehearsals.
She did. Maybe they put her through it, and maybe that was her absolute best. You know what I mean? And I kind of felt bad people dragging her, and then a lot of people are like, I'm not gonna drag her, but I'm gonna drag the parents. And I'm like, but if that was my daughter, and she's like, you can star in the Hollywood Bowl, I'd be like, absolutely, babe, go up and do it. You know what I mean? I get it to a certain degree, right? But like, I guess as someone who couldn't sing, my parents still encouraged me to like audition for shows. I never got casted, but like they still encouraged it. And I was like, I guess if I had that opportunity at 10, like I would have, you know, she's not going to be like in the movie Wicked, you know what I mean? But
true. Yeah. This like
it's
little
more
one
like
off.
you know, this family thinks that any publicity is good publicity. And I think when it comes to kids, you kind of have to pause on that. You know, it's like,
oh, really?
like what is the gimmick? You know, is the gimmick that she's going to do badly and people are going to, like, is that the attention you
maybe
want
they
to
didn't
give
know.
the kid?
You know, you like look at your child through rose-colored glasses. Like maybe they really thought like she, you know, I didn't think she was horrible. Like it's like she sang the words.
It's a very delicate thing because maybe she was already doing it, and then they're like, "Well, you're not gonna stop." It's worse probably to tell her, "Look, you're not gonna do the role because you're not good enough." Or it's a messy situation.
I thought she stayed on beat. She sang her words like. Mom, I thought it was pretty good. Like there are those prodigy kids that are on Broadway, like Josh Robert Cooley and all those people that are just like so amazing, or Gaten Matarazzo, but you know, then there's those ones that are just average, and I think they should also get a spotlight. I mean, I get it. She's like super rich and like doesn't need to do it, but you know, she's still a baby. She's still a child of God. Everyone deserves an opportunity. I thought people were really harsh. And I saw this too right before I gave birth, right after. And I was just like, God, people are being so mean to this baby. Like, I guess I think of like my daughter. Like, if that was my daughter, I'd be like, you assholes. Like, she's doing her best. She worked hard. She rehearsed. She's, you know, she wants to be a star. And just because she's not like gifted naturally, don't rob her of this one opportunity she might get in life. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. My take.
Yeah, I feel that. And I think in Beyonce's movie for like the Renaissance tour, she talked about how like Blue Ivy, like she went up and danced in one of her like numbers on tour, and everyone was so mean about Blue's dancing.
And then she got better.
Yeah, but
like,
obviously that really messes you up as a child. You know what I mean? To have like.
Did she see it? Did she say it? Like
she actually like would go on the internet and like read it, and then that's like made her want to go like work harder at it.
But so then that works. It's a success story.
Yeah,
so
it ended up being...
what if Northwest sees this, right? And she's like, you know what? I'm going to work hard. I'm going to show
prove
these people.
Wrong.
Because that's how I would be if I got offered Broadway. I would be like, I'm going to do vocal lessons. I'll pay for my own self. I'm going to train. I'm going to work out. I'm going to eat right. Like I'm going to show everyone like how good I can be at this. You know what I mean? And so because when I did, speaking of British Vogue, when I did that, they're like, he's like, did you actually like want to be a pop star? Or were you trolling us? I was like, no, I actually thought I was good. Like I really did. And I really want to be a singer, and I'm still going to make it happen. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think it just encourages you to be better. And I feel like I've gotten better. You know what I mean? I feel like I've gotten better since the beginning, and you have to start somewhere, right? Just because she's not a prodigy right off the bat, like maybe she's like, I really love to do this and I'm going to work really hard at it. And I think someone told me anyone could sing. Like, I remember like someone that was on our podcast, I can't remember, but someone's like, literally anybody can learn to sing, which I don't know if that's true, but maybe, you know, maybe if you give lessons. So I think she could, and she has the means to do it. So that was really sad though. Yeah. I thought people were being mean. I was just like, damn, people need to.
Yeah, I guess I understood like the controversy, but also like contextually, like you said, it's not like a big like Broadway production of Lion King. It's like a one-off like tribute concert that's like kind of like unserious at the end of the day. It's not like a, you know, whole respectable like Broadway. I mean, obviously Jennifer Hudson lyrics, like she's freaking singing, but like the whole thing is not like supposed to be.
Well, they had like Nathan Lane. They had all the original people, which was like really cool. But Yeah, I mean, that's just how the
for
world works.
entertainment purposes.
Entertainment purposes. And I think even in the work field, that's just how it is. Like you said, like the boss's son is going to get the promotion over you. You know what I mean? Just if you're in the corporate world, it's just life. Life is not fair sometimes.
And I Can't Wait to Be King is kind of as a Nepo baby song anyway. Like
that's so true.
So I guess it makes sense.
It actually fits very well. Yeah, because Simba was like, not to say Northwest, but Simba's like a little brat in the movie, right? Because he's just like, I'm going to be king. I don't need anything, whatever. And Zazu's just following him around or whatever. And then he has to go fend for himself. You know, it's actually, Lion King is maybe like the saddest movie ever. Like watching that, like when I was little, like traumatized me when he saw his dad die. I was just like, and that's uncle, like that's so crazy. And that he could have like lived and saved, and Simba had to go like leave because Scar's like, you have to leave. This is your fault. Like that's so sad. Like it's actually one of the saddest movies ever. But you're kind of right. She kind of slayed for it, actually.
Method. It was very method.
And now we get to see all the really talented Simbas. Like, I see my whole TikTok page is like all these people who auditioned for Simba, like in Broadway shows and stuff like that. And they're all really good and talented. And so I'm like, well, they're getting their flowers. They're getting their, little attention on them. So.
Silver lining.
Wait, did we finish the Hasan gay?
No, we have to circle back to Pride.
And I had something really important I was going to say. Damn. Gosh. I was going to say something it probably wasn't
about
that important.
Gays?
Always about gays, for sure. God, I do love them.
I know. That was another thing I was like, I feel like if the timing was different, we could have been on a float at the WeHo like Pride Parade. Because I saw the floats and I saw like all the drag queens and stuff.
Just should have been
Bass.
there.
I really think Just
Lance
Trish
Bass is everywhere. I want to know, and like I guess anyway, that's all I get. I just like Lance Bass is literally everywhere, and
is
I kind of live
king?
for that.
Is he like the
he might be a king of West Hollywood
West Hollywood?
Yeah, because he has 2 bars there. He has shout out to Heart and what is the other one? What's the one on the corner, the big one? You don't know?
I don't know anything about West Hollywood. I do know that Heart is combining with another one.
Oh, really?
Another bar bought Heart, and they're turning it into like a cabana theme.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's so annoying. Rocco's, I think, is his other one.
Oh, yes. You're right.
Shout out Lance. Also come on the podcast. I know all my favorite gay friends. They always hang out with Lance Bass. And they've hung out with him for literally like 10 to 15 years, like literally. And every time I would go out with them, they're like, Lance is going to be there. And I never met Lance. But then I see them with him in pictures.
So you know it's for real.
Yeah. They went to Coachella with them. They're all this stuff. And I was like, and they're my close gays. And I was just like, for so long. And I was like, and they'd always say, you remember that I was like, Lance is going to be there. I was like, okay, I got to go out, babe. Lance is going to be there
Maybe
tonight.
they gatekeeping.
They're gatekeeping.
Gatekeeping.
Ooh, love it. I like it. That's cute. Gatekeeping. That is very true. Because I was like, I would like to meet Lance too. I would like, you know what I mean? Because he's iconic in so many ways, but never happened. But I know I did have a little FOMO too, seeing just everyone just be gay and happy. And I feel like it was like tame. You know what I mean? I feel like it wasn't like too. Sometimes, well, I guess they can't show it on social media, but sometimes West Hollywood gay pride would go nuts.
Yeah.
You know, which is like overkill. And I feel like this was kind of like.
Well, I only saw the
vibes.
Daytime stuff. I'm sure maybe at the nighttime.
Gets a little crazy.
Crazy. Yeah. I'm sure Sniffy's is popping.
Oh, for sure. But I feel like the downtown LA one gets crazy.
Oh, I'm
that
sure.
One's like wild. That's like more like bondagey. The people I know that went last year was more bondagey, and I was kind of like, yeah. I kind of have a little FOMO that obviously, even when I was single, I never went. Well, I guess I went 1 year, but like, you know, I like to watch from afar. I like having FOMO. I'm like, oh man, it looks fun, but
but actually, yeah, because I was invited to meet up with this one TikToker. His name is Art, and he's the one that he interviewed Hasan actually.
Okay.
Yeah, he
on their live Twitch.
Yes. And I think he was doing like interviews at the Grinder bus at WeHo Pride.
What's the Grinder bus?
It was a bus that had Grinder's logo on it.
So people just like met up there. All the people on Grinder were like, meet at the Grinder bus. Oh, Grinder, please sponsor us.
And we are the #2 Grindr podcast, so it makes sense.
We're coming for you, Trixie and Katya.
But yeah, Hasan was like the it boy.
Wait, what?
Hasan was like the.
Wait, why? But was he wearing something?
Because he's just so like he's like the type for many, many gay men. Like I feel like Twinks love him, Cubs love him, Otters love him.
So
it's just
weird.
that type, like tall, like kind of like burly, like he's muscular, he's woke, he's, you know,
right, he's like in touch with everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, I could see that's so interesting. So to me, if I was a gay man, my dream man would be like a Troye Sivan. Like that to me is like right? I feel like that's the dream. He's just everything. He's mask, he's femme, he's cute, he's talented, he's friends with Lily Rose Depp. Like, you know, I just feel like that's the dream, you know? I don't know. I love him. That's so weird. I would never think as like a gay man, like this is why I guess I'm not. I always thought of myself as a gay man. I'm like, maybe I'm not because I like, while Hasan's like an attractive person, I wouldn't think of him as like the end all be all for my gayness. You know what I mean?
God, that's so funny. So your type would be twink if you were gay, a gay man?
Is that what Troye Sivan is?
Yeah.
I think he's kind of daddy.
Okay.
Right? I think a little daddy.
Sure.
Yeah. I love Troye Sivan. He's just so great. I think so, because, Brad Pitt was talking about, they asked him about Shania Twain changing the lyrics to Ryan Reynolds. Did you see that? It's like, don't impress me much. Like, okay, so you think you're Brad Pitt was the original lyric. She changed it to, okay, so you're Ryan Reynolds. And so they asked Brad Pitt, and Brad Pitt's like, well, that's like nice, sharing whatever. He's like, he said Austin Butler should be like the next one or whatever. But I was like, I think Troye Sivan is like a Brad Pitt or a Ryan Reynolds.
No? Maybe he needs like a couple more roles, I guess, to get. Like
carbs? Or like rolls, like fat rolls.
Like movie rolls.
Oh! Like, what kind of rolls?
Hawaiian rolls.
The fatness goes to my fat pack is affecting my brain, I guess. I don't know. I'm also never saying I'm fat again, ever. Like, ever since having my second daughter, I was like, I don't want them to ever feel like they're inferior if they have like a little extra weight or they want to feel weird about eating. You know what I mean? I watch my daughter eat Malibu eat, and she's just like, doesn't have a care in the world. She stops when she's like full. It's like something that tells us in our head, like something traumatizes us where we overeat, where we do this. And I'm just like, I just want her to like live her life, whatever. So I'm never saying anyone's fat again. I'm never saying I'm fat again. Like, it's just like, anyways, my fatness went to rolls because people used to say like, oh, she has more rolls than a bakery. That's how like people would like, yeah. So I was thinking like fat roll. Anyways, but we're never using the word fat ever again here. Well, I guess you can. It's an adjective, but not in a mean way. I won't ever call anyone a fatty again. You know what I mean? James Charles. Calling everyone fatties. Okay, fatty. Kind of love that, though. No more fat here.
No more fat phobia.
Also, you're not. You look so good.
I know, so skinny.
Right?
I'm not 243.
No.
I'm skinny.
You look really good.
Literally, I was saying yesterday to our guests, I was just like, yeah, I was 263, and I don't think I even told you this, and the lady that was here, she was just like, there's no way you were that fat. And I was like, a week ago, yes. And then she told me I was the same weight as one of my relatives, and that was not the same weight as me. And I was just like, who was like 350 pounds. I was like, okay. And she's like, he was 250. And I was like, no, what? Like, anyways.
Jesus.
I know, but thank you for thinking I'm skinny at 243. I've been weighing myself like every day and trying modes. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get down. I just want to be under 200 pounds for my own like health and like well-being. Even at our wedding, I was 208, so I wasn't even under 200 then. So just for my own sake, I would like to be under 200 pounds. But 163 will get me the Tesla truck, so and the Givenchy boots. I don't know why I equate losing weight to money as if that's gonna gain me money, but it's my head, my thought process.
It's like a push present. What would this be?
Yeah, it's like a 100-pound weight loss present. You can now fit in this Tesla truck, or I don't know, whatever. I look really skinny next to the Tesla truck from 163.
I tried. They had a rainbow Cybertruck.
Oh, is that what they're called? Cybertrucks?
Yeah.
Why Cybertruck? Is it futuristic? Cybertruck. I like that.
I think Tesla.
Do you want a rainbow one? I'll get you a rainbow one. Would you drive a rainbow?
I don't know if I would want the rainbow. Just for June.
People
Right?
I think you're Jojo Siwa.
Yeah. It's like the rainbow Birkin forever. You can never get rid of it. That's actually really funny. I like that. It's like, here's a Cybertruck, but it's going to be wrapped in a rainbow print. So
only if it's crystals, rainbow crystals.
Ooh, to match the Birkin. I can't wait to bring the Birkin on next week. That's our guest. Be right here in the middle. You have your pride outfit. You told me, I think. The shirt.
Oh, yeah. The gay boy shirt. Yeah.
Gay boy.
Yeah.
Gay boy shirt.
I really wanted this, like, Levi's had, like, a pride collection, and they had, like, a denim vest that was, like, a little star.
Ooh.
But it was sold out already.
Oh.
I was like, I don't know why I thought, like, pride was literally so far away. And now it's, like, it's
quick.
here. Yeah.
I know. That's how I thought, too. I didn't plan this out right because I wanted our pride episode to be at the beginning of June, and I was like, well, had a baby, gotta make
a lot
that.
of things going on.
And the Taylor Swift outfit was last minute. I didn't know my measurements. I feel like the outfit's gonna be like from when I was pregnant, but whatever. Anyways, I look skinny in it, I guess. Not that it matters if you're skinny or fat. Doesn't matter. But I do feel lighter without a belly. I feel like I can actually like breathe and move forward and not just be like it's really about health for me. I couldn't breathe, so just trying to make it work. Who's that guy? There's a hot guy on your phone.
Yeah, so back to the song.
Back to the song. We got through the pride.
So there was like a viral moment because he interviewed Hasan and he asked him to spank him.
Oh. What's your thoughts on
It was
that?
the whole thing. Well, a lot of people were like, Oscar, like, don't watch this. You're going to be so jealous. I'm like, I'm okay. Like,
Did he do it?
Yes, he did it. So Art interviewed him and asked him if he was gay. He confirmed that he's not gay. Asked him if he likes gay people or is an ally. He said no, but he's just kidding.
Of course. I love that. I love the little. Could you imagine? Like, no, absolutely not. I'm here.
Anyway, I reached out to Art for a statement because I was like, oh, this is kind of iconic. Like, you got spanked by Hasan.
Oh my God. So what did he say?
I don't know. Let me see. I want to play it.
You know him or?
He actually loves the podcast. He followed me
Oh.
and like DM me. He was like, he watches all the episodes and
Okay.
stuff.
Wait, and who is he? He's a TikToker?
He's a TikToker.
Gay?
He's a gay TikToker. He goes and interviews like all these like adult film stars and like asks them like gay questions about like positions and stuff. He's very ballsy because I'd be so
I love
shocked.
that though.
Me too.
Like asking questions people want to know, you know, without, and it's good that it's coming from a gay guy because I want to go up to people so many times because, you know, I always think there's like 3 positions between like heteros and with like gays, I always thought like 1 or 2, but then people are like, there's like 5, you know, and it's just like, or 10. And I was like, well, how many, do you know what I mean? Just because lack of holes or whatever, you know, I just think it's so interesting. And it's like, if you just, I can't ask a gay person, but like, you know, if a gay asks gay or gay asks straight, could you imagine like, I can't go up to Hasan and be like, spank me. That's so crazy. But I love that so many gay people just get away with it. And I love it. That's why we love gays. They get away with it. And it's amazing. As they should. I think they're the superhumans of the world. So they are more deserving. We love.
Oh my God. Yeah. And he even like will do like, if they say like, oh, doggy style, he's like, oh, can you show me? And he'll do it like on red carpets and stuff. Art is wild.
Wow.
But yeah, he loves you.
Oh, shout out Art. I love the name Art too. You know why? Do you know?
Yes.
Challengers.
Oh my God. You guys are so
my
Art
boyfriend.
Donaldson?
My boyfriend also wants to name our child Arts because of Challengers, and
So
it's a
good.
whole thing. He wants to name it Beau Art for the Beau Art movement.
What's Beau Art?
Do you know Beau? It's an artist thing.
Do you
I don't
know?
I think I
You're
know.
out of the artist world now.
I know. I'm literally going down like the artist. Like,
Oh no. I was just telling him the other day, maybe we had this conversation on Just Trish. I was just like, I just don't get art. Like, I just don't get the art world at all. Like, it's so confusing to me. It's like, what is the purpose of this?
He was like, he was talking, he didn't know like who, I don't know, my favorite YouTuber was or something. And then I was like, how do you not know? Like, I watch him all the time. And then he goes, well, do you know my favorite artist? And I was like, how the hell am I going to know your favorite?
You don't know, but I feel like you should know.
He never talks about his favorite artist. Like,
Really?
I just have like YouTube videos playing all the time, so it's impossible to not know.
But he doesn't talk about, like, he talks about his favorite, like, YouTubers. Like, I know, like, Doug DeMuro, you know, the car guy, you know? Like, I know his favorite, and it's, like, so boring. Like, no one knows, whatever. But it's like, I know that about him.
He doesn't talk about, like, his favorite
Really?
artist at all. Yeah, I guess he just internalizes it.
Oh, that's,
I guess.
maybe he needs to work through that. Why is he internalizing this? He's in a
deep.
relationship.
I'm gonna tell him that.
Art is a good name, though.
It is a good name.
If I had a boy, I think I want to name him Riff. Like West Side Story. It's so good. When Mike Feist dies in it, he has the, he's like, oh, spoiler. Is it a spoiler? It's like 5 years old. He's so good. He's like, it's like,
Oh my God.
I want him on the podcast too so bad. I know he would hate me. He's like a Ben Platt, a Penn Badgley. Like, I just
So
know.
serious.
So serious
Yeah.
and like would never get the vibes. But
I guess maybe if like Malibu became like a Nepo Baby interviewer, because he likes little kids. He likes to do, he did those little girls podcasts. Oh, yeah, I like that. It
I
was
was thinking
sweet.
like if she dates him or something. I'm like, I guess. How old is he?
In a sweet way.
Oh, that's when you start using them. Be like, actually, for all the people like she's using Malibu Barbie, I'm like, no, I'm going to wait till she's 6. And then be like, let's interview together with mommy, okay? No.
He just did those little
That's true,
little
that
girls
was-
podcasts. He was so
you can't-
sweet.
He was. He was so like
Yeah.
sweet and yeah,
Like
you're
paternal, like
right. Yeah, I love him though. Penn Badgley too. Did you see he's in Ariana Grande's new
Yes.
video? He's so serious. I'm surprised he's in it.
He's like secretly silly, I guess,
I don't think
but
so.
in like a dark, like scholarly kind of way. But Ariana's also pretty like serious. Like she's a big deal, you know. So
What's the one? What's the song? Is it We Can't Be Friends?
Boy
The Boy's
is
Mine. Ooh.
I can't wait to try him.
Ooh, it's gonna be a sexy video then, probably.
Yeah, I feel like it might be like you-ish. Like the boy is mine, so maybe she's like the one.
Stop.
Like, yeah,
She's stealing my idea already. She stole my tavern maid idea.
I would.
Could you imagine?
The video.
She hacked my computer somehow in the past 10 days to get this storyline because that was my idea. In fact, Moses said it sounded like you. When I was pitching him my idea, he's like, it kind of also sounds like you. And I was like, it is actually something that's... Damn, Ariana, stealing my thoughts. Suing. That's wild. Oh, God, I love him too. I do love the serious boys because I just know that they would absolutely hate me. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. It's like the weird self-sabotage thing, but I don't know.
That like, there's this one guy at the gym that like, he's a gay guy, so you would think like, you know, we'd be friends or whatever, but he is so serious. Like he doesn't even have like Instagram or anything, but he's like ripped and like he has like big pecs. He's like a fitness model almost. And I'm like, well, what's the point of like being that ripped if you don't even have like
like you're not going to even show anybody?
Yeah.
I think that with weight loss, not to go back to this, but I'm just like, if you don't even have a podcast where you show your full body, why do you want to lose weight? Like, I never wanted to lose weight before, but I'm like, watch me just slay this tiny little chair. You know what I mean? I look so tiny when I'm like 163. But if I didn't have a podcast, who cares? Just be as fat as you want. Just put those angles. I was like huge and I just had like good angles in my car. And just see the bottom half. That's all you need. You know what I mean?
I was like asking like our mutual friend, I was like, does he have Instagram or something? Because like I kind of just want to, his body is like crazy. Like,
really?
It's like Fitspo because he has like huge pecs and like whatever. He's like, no, he doesn't have social media. I was like, what?
What's the point?
And I'm like, well, what is he? He's married. I'm like, do you know his husband? He's like, yeah, well, his husband is his wallpaper. I'm like, that's sweet. But it's like,
what does that mean?
His wallpaper on his phone.
Oh, I was like, he just puts him up in his house. It's like, that's obsessive, maybe.
But I just can't imagine like being so hot and ripped and like you go to the gym every day and
for
like,
what?
You never like photograph it or document
Weird.
it at all.
No,
that's
no
what I
point.
do. I'm like, I cannot relate.
No, I do everything for the documentation. Like, I want the before and after. I want the TikTok to get 20 million. You know what I mean? Like, otherwise, who cares?
For the plot.
For the plot.
For the plot,
Everything
yeah.
for the plot, for sure. Did I say that to Dr. Drew? Dr. Drew's like, I'm friends with, who was he friends with? Jojo or something? Was he friends with Jojo Siwa? Or somebody that was problematic. And I was like,
No,
oh,
I
okay.
think it was Jamie Lynn or
Oh, yeah. Dr. Drew will be like,
from
Jamie
Special
Lynn's such a sweet girl. I was like, oh, okay. Moving on. I'm like, do it for the plot, Dr. Drew. Of course. Absolutely. Slay. Dr. Drew did very well. I'm always like not to say he's huge, he's popular, but I know like, you know, with the new generation, you know, many people don't know Dr. Drew, but people like Dr. Drew on the podcast. I love him.
He's been passing the test of time, you know, because also the things that he stood for over time.
Shout out
turned out
going
to
through the
be
AIDS
real
pandemic.
and
Yeah,
true.
he was in the
That
trenches.
is crazy. Yeah,
Right?
to think about. I guess it
was
wasn't
like,
that long ago, but it feels, doesn't it feel like it
I
would
think
be?
it was. It was before we were born, even before I was born.
Yeah.
It was like in the early 80s.
80s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is kind of crazy to think about because he said before that, the big thing everyone was scared of was herpes. It's like, that's so weird. So everyone's like, oh my God, herpes. Yeah.
That's like any day.
Yeah. And now it's like the AIDS pandemic. It's crazy. And to like live through that, it's like kind of iconic. I think that's why I like RuPaul and stuff like that. Like when you live through that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And you went, like, I just couldn't imagine, right? Like there's this new disease and it's killing like predominantly gay people around you. You don't know why or what. And it's like, and how's it happen? Like that's so scary. It's kind of like how I guess COVID was a little bit like, you know, people just like didn't know where it came from. And is it just breathing the air and stuff, you know, and then people are dying. Like it's kind of like the same, but worse because it's like it's the 80s and they don't have like the technology and the advancement. That'd be such a crazy thing. So shout out to who was the other one that always talks about it? Billy Porter.
Oh,
he also lived through it, and that's why I like respect those people so much. You know what I mean? I just love them so much. I love Billy Porter. I wish he'd come on too. Is he gay? He could be the gay of the week.
He's gay.
Is he gay? Oh.
Yeah.
Gay of the week next week. I love him too. We love it. Okay, it's our Pride episode right now. We're just going full on.
Oh yeah. I'll
Gay
play
way.
Art's statement.
Did you get it?
I did. He sent a statement because I wanted to know like what was it like getting spanked by Hasan? Like I wanted the details.
This is the Oscar I missed.
Honest, I'm a little bit upset with Hasan because I expected to get a kiss. I wanted to get a kiss on the lips or on the cheek. But he chose to slap me, which is okay, we get it. Honestly, that was probably one of the best slaps in my life.
Wow.
His hands, they're so big, and the way he just casually grabbed me by my shoulder, bent me over, and just slapped. Like it felt like he knew what he was doing. It felt like it was not his first time with a guy. I don't know, I might be
Wow.
wrong. But it felt amazing. I am, again, a little bit upset I didn't get a kiss. On a bright note, I actually got a kiss from his best friend, Austin Show.
Wow.
That made my day better. But whenever I was interviewing Hasan as well, I was thinking that I'm living a lot of gay people's dream because we do love him. And I wanted to represent myself in a good way. And I think I did. Hopefully next year I'm going to try to find him and do this again and he will agree to kiss. Thank you.
Wow. Okay, let's ease into it. Let's ease into the kissing. Can't do it right away off the bat. Oh my gosh. He's hired for my Tavern Maid series. What's his accent? What is
I don't
that?
know where he's European.
Okay. Love it. That's such a crazy accent. Like no idea where it's from.
Thanks for that statement.
Thanks, Art.
Yeah, I was like, pretty gagged to see it. I mean, I was also jealous because like in Hasan's caption, he was like, went to Pride with my gay Austin show, and I was like,
with my
yeah, I was like, damn. But I love Austin too.
I would have done that caption for you if we went. I would have been with my Oscar.
I'd rather be your gay than Hasan's gay.
Wow, 100%. That's not true, but I'll take it.
No, 100%. At the end of the day,
if Hasan is like, come on, whatever what's his show called, Hasan Show, you would be like, you would jump ship so fast.
Wait,
yes,
to like be a guest or leave?
To leave.
No.
If I'm John Legend, he's Niall Horan on The Boys, and we're like, okay, Team Niall or Team Legend, you're gonna go Team Hasan.
If you two turned your chairs around, I would pick you. 100%.
You would?
There is literally no way I can work with. I can appreciate a straight man. Like, I can look at him and be like,
wow.
giggle and like, but I would not want to be like stuck with a straight man.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Love it.
No way.
Team Trish forever.
100%.
Okay.
Like, not even a question.
You should definitely go be a guest. I mean, if he has streams, like, you should definitely go be a guest. Go be a guest all day long. I'm always just scared they're going to take you because you're, like, so good. Cancel Girls, too. I'm just like, okay, like, I know he's good, but just, like, chill. You know what I mean? I would be supportive of it, no matter what. I mean, we only do it once a week. I want to do twice a week, but we only do, like, once a week. You know what I mean? Like, it's,
I don't know. It's been because we got the Patreon, and especially before the baby, we're filming so much.
Many. But I was thinking even now, I'm like, we probably have to do like Fridays, like every other Friday or something.
Yeah,
to
we're
get
almost
done.
out.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, we should probably do Fridays, and I want to do Wednesdays. I'm just like trying to figure it all out. It's a lot. It's a lot happening, and I know you work too. It's like doing too much. But I need to get a schedule. I need it. Well, anyways,
we'll getting there.
We'll figure it out. I was literally in my head because I'm the same way. I didn't want to text either because I was like enjoying my time off. I wasn't trying to text. I'm like, okay, so when do we start this? When do we do it? But we'll figure it out. We'll see it all happen.
Yeah,
we have one more.
We're locking in for summer. Summer is when everything like YouTube gets more popping in the summer.
Does
anyway.
it? Okay,
yeah.
I thought it kind of died down in summer, but it gets more popping. You think?
That's what I read. Like all these reports saying like that's the time to lock in if you're a content creator. Is the summertime. I guess because just people like kids are home and
summer drama always seems to kick off. If you think about drama, it always happens in the summer. Like last year was the Colleen drama.
Yeah.
And then we
Dramageddon
had Dramageddon was
July.
summer. Then that one summer, the 2020 summer, was like everybody. It was like Gabby and Shane and like
oh my
Jeffrey.
God, yeah. Joey.
Yeah. Summers are kind of crazy actually.
Yeah. So someone do something soon.
Is your summer crazy?
No, I mean with like entertainment stuff, everything's kind of slows down because like there's not that much happening, especially with the strike. There's only like a couple of movies that are coming out, nothing big. So yeah, it's kind of like a little bit more mellow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's good because
we can lock in over here.
Let's lock in. I need to lock you in. Let's lock it in because you're basically, as I always tell people, I'm like you're basically like full time with like part time hours. You know what I mean? Because you like do so much, but it's like we only see each other part time, but it's kind of like full time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like I'll do one and then like I do ET like so early in the morning. Then after I'll like finish at like 1 or 2, and then I'll do like Patreon and like come film. Yeah,
because you're always posting the Patreon. Like it's like you did good too. This past week you posted the Wednesday because I didn't know. I was like, oh my God, we don't have extended, and I was like, should I tell him to post the bonus? And you already posted the bonus one on Wednesday. It was so good. I loved it. I was so happy because I was like, oh, I don't want to like leave because our Patreon is like literally so good right now, and everyone's like so happy over there, and I just like want to keep feeding them.
I know. And after Dramageddon, we'll go back and we'll do more dramas.
Yeah, the Dramageddon is so fun. Like I don't even know what else we could do.
I really want to do Joey versus Gabby because that would be so.
Yeah, I think revisiting it is like so fun and like being in like now that everything's passed, it's like
and everyone's okay.
Yes,
you know, it's like yeah,
right. God, it would be awful if everyone wasn't okay. Yeah. So yeah, no, we love that so much. I love it. I just love. I love being back. I love being here. But we had a baby. We already talked about it, right? Did we? I guess we can talk about more on your episode. We're doing a Father's Day episode with Moses. I gotta do a sit down one too. I should talk about them scheduled C-section. I gotta do
there's so much to say.
There's so much.
About
all the details.
It's hard to even verbalize it all now.
You didn't even say anything. You want to say anything about our baby?
So Elvis. So yesterday I went to get flowers for the set, and I was trying to find out like what flowers to get, and then I saw these white flowers, and I was just like, Elvis is so like pure, like when the baby comes out, it's so like pure and white and soft, and then I was like, just as many. I took all the white flowers they had, and
I love
that's
that.
in the
It's
set.
very
and
bright.
Elvis is first of all 9.7 pounds.
Big baby.
The baby came out. I mean, she's so. It's also like more mature, you know. Mm-hmm. And she's so easy. She's so calm. She never cries. She just hangs out. And
she loves to hang out. The swing.
And I noticed when she sees Malibu, she kind of like perks up a bit, and
They're pretty
it's
cute.
amazing. Yeah, it's amazing to see the two of them together, and you with her. And
I recommend having 2 kids if you can. I think 2 is a good number. I think 3 of
I mean, I think
crazy.
that's at least 2, because like I can see Malibu's life before Elvis and after Elvis. It's a completely different life. Even the first day, it's like hard. It's an adjustment. But now I feel like if the baby is not in the room, she's like, where's the baby, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she's very...
It's just adorable.
And we didn't... She went one day, just got up on the bed, went to the baby and gave her a kiss.
That's so sweet.
We never asked her to do it. We
Yeah.
we never pushed her to do anything. And she just... That's her nature.
Oh my God.
Anyway, it's been such a joy the last week.
Yeah. We'll do a full episode. We have a full episode with Moses.
Who does she
and me.
look like so far? Can you tell?
Malibu. She looks like Malibu.
Really?
A carbon
Twin.
copy of Malibu.
Really?
To the
Yeah.
birthmark even. They have the
Yeah.
same birthmark. They have the
Even
same everything. I didn't show you a picture. We
the
just show you a picture.
feet, the birthmark, the eyelashes, everything.
Yeah, she really does look. Yeah.
And Malibu was 8 pounds when.
Yes,
Oh,
she was
gosh.
8 pounds, and so,
God.
but that's the thing. Elvis was 8 pounds and like at the end of April, like beginning of May, she was
Yeah, I
8
remember you
pounds.
told me.
Again,
So I was
that's why
like,
we
she's
thought.
coming, like she's gonna come,
because
like
she's
that's.
ready.
It's, I'm still so shocked by it all. I wonder.
She had her umbilical cord was huge, so the doctor said that
Really?
when the umbilical cord is big, they get a lot of more nutrition. So that was just
Oh.
big, it was. So, yeah.
I wonder if Austin Butler will be her godfather.
This is an open invitation
Right?
to Austin Butler.
I think anyone who has played Elvis can be her godparent.
Jacob Elordi or.
Yeah, it's an open invitation. I prefer Austin Butler, but we'll go with Jacob Elordi if he wants to do it too, because we don't have godparents yet, and we have a baptism coming up. So reach out. I was just seeing your shirt, and I was like, did you see, speaking of Elvis and that shirt, did you see that woman interviewing Baz Luhrmann on the street?
Yes, and she had no idea it was Baz
Did she
Luhrmann.
actually not know that it was him?
She said that she had no idea, and the interview was kind of acting like she had no idea.
Because she was being kind of like a little like, what is the word? Like aggressive, I guess, about her, like the way he was with like, I guess he has like an open marriage or something, or
I
kind
guess,
of open, and she was
yeah.
just like really going in on it. I was like, oh,
I think that's how those little TikTok interviews are. That's like art with Hasan. Like
they
you
just
know,
go up and
just
ask
do
him
it.
questions.
Yeah.
We got to do that for sure. Anyways, I saw the shirt. I love the shirt. I love the Baz Luhrmann Elvis movie. It's so good. I've seen every Elvis movie, and that's my favorite one. Looks so good. Yay. Elvis is in the building. I mean, we could talk about it for like literally ever. We should do like a birth story. We have so much to talk about, but I don't want you, I don't know. Just wanted to make sure you said something too about Elvis, because I guess we should have done that at the beginning. I guess we got it at the beginning. I don't know.
Fine. I mean, they're here for a while.
Are they here for a while?
Are
you still here, guys? I don't know. Gaten Matarazzo. How do you say his name? Gaten.
From Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said there was a woman in his 40s that said she had a crush on him since he was 13, and he's like inappropriate.
So weird.
Yeah, I guess he won't be in my Tavern Maid series. Well, I guess he's an adult now.
He's an adult now, I think. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it
is weird.
so weird.
Who says that?
Especially like if it was Millie Bobby Brown, like if Drake was like, "Oh, I had a crush on you when you were 30,
yeah,
you
it's
know,
the same thing basically.
Exactly,
Yeah. No, women in their 40s, it scares me to be in my 40s now, because I feel like women in their 40s are just a little inappropriate in general. You know what I mean? Like the ones that were interviewing like Justin Bieber, or like, all these movies about liking younger guys. I'm like, maybe when you hit your 40s, something weird happens. Because I think Jake and Johnny were saying like a lot of women in their 40s like them. And I'm like, what happens in your 40s where you just
Midlife
become
crisis vibes, I think.
That's
Yeah.
what scares me, because I'm just like, why does your brain turn to that? Like, you go up to like a 13-year-old actor and be like, I had such a crush on you when you were 13. Like,
So
it's weird.
weird.
Poor Gaten. I love him. He's such a good Broadway performer too. JLo is no longer on tour because she's heartsick. Relatable. I love that. She's like, I am heartsick.
Well,
over
you were
this
heartsick, and you went on with your tour.
That was
so.
the name of my tour, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Wasn't it a
the
heartbreak tour?
tour.
Yeah, heartsick, heartbreak. I love the liquid death. I love that we actually drink this. I mean, like, not to say actually, but it's actually good. We drink these at home all the time, and I know we don't need to do this, but it is part of it. We drink these all the time. We have cases upstairs, and they keep sending us cases of liquid death. Like, we literally, by the way, we are redoing this down here. I'm so excited. I can't wait to do it. Moses finally got on board with like the plan to plan it out. And I was like, we need to do a fridge with the Just Trish waters and the liquid death so people can see, because every time people come in here, it's like, it should be like a little, anyways. Cheers to liquid death.
Yeah. I mean, they're tasted. I like them more than like LaCroix back in the day.
Oh yeah, LaCroix is trash. They were made out of
Okay, well,
cockroaches, allegedly. They were.
But I kind of like had a vision of how we're gonna make it's kind of like a lobby / green room / merch.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm
be
so
fun.
excited about it. I have all these, all my inspos are like AI renderings. I was like, can you make this a reality? It looks so cool. I keep forgetting that they're AI. I'm like, this looks so cool. But
Definitely tune in next week because there's something
wait, what?
big.
Next week? No, 2 weeks.
Oh,
Next week's Gay Pride. Right? Isn't we say 2 weeks?
I guess. Yeah, I
Oh.
thought this was like 1, 2. Okay, in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. I'm very excited.
Big.
Merch. Can we say it? Merch.
I think we can say
Not
it.
the hoodie yet. The hoodie's iconic, but it's coming
yeah,
by
this
boat.
is for summer. This is stuff for summer.
T-shirts.
But
this is a little appetizer.
But you should definitely tune in because it will probably sell out while we're premiering the show.
Yeah, we do low quantities to start because we used to do high quantities and lost a bunch of money. So we're doing low quantities to start. Luckily, we sell out, but you never know. You just never know where the tide turns. You know what I mean? So yes, stay tuned for that. That was a good teaser. Good promo. Moses is so cute. I've definitely fallen more in love. I'm telling you, my whole brain is like rewired because now when I dream, it's like not about these actors anymore. It's like just Moses and all the characters. It's crazy. So I can't wait for Halloween. Our Halloween too, we have to plan out. We have
to get on that.
Yeah.
Like it's already June.
I know. And I'm like, okay, we're definitely doing Wicked, but like what other ones are we doing with Pink and
Yeah. We have to start brainstorming by like July.
I know, that's how I feel. For sure. I already personal costumes, everything like that. So we definitely have to start.
And then I'm like, what like our health journey, what size are we gonna be by the time?
That's the problem. I want to order the costumes, but I'm going to be like a size 0. So I'm just like, when do I know my measurements, you know? But then how am I going to be Nicola? How am I going to be Penelope if I'm a size 0? You know what I mean? Are my boobs going to still be there? Do I have to get implants? I don't know. Like it's
what the drag queens do.
Oh yeah, a little chest plate.
The
A little chest
silicone
plate.
one.
I know. I don't know. This is so. Can you imagine? I'm 100 pounds, but like this whole time I could have been Penelope, and then that happens this season of Bridgerton. I become 100 pounds and I can't cosplay, or that would be suck. You know, I lose all my boobs. I don't know. I have so many ideas, but we have to do Pink. But we have to all be like kind of in cohesive with each other.
For once.
Yeah, we kind of were last year.
We had a couple hits, yeah.
Okay.
Duncan, Ice Spice,
right.
yeah.
Right.
Shark Boy, Lava Girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had some hits.
You were a magician or something one time.
Oh, my wizard.
Yeah, you were a wizard because you couldn't find it. But that's iconic too. I love that kind of stuff. The Kelly Rowland can video, did you see that one?
Yeah.
That one was the most wild to me. If someone put that lady that kept putting her hands on everybody, if someone put their hands on me at the Cannes Film Festival, I would knock her down the stairs. I would push her down. That's wild. Like, first of all, anybody putting their hands on you is crazy because that's like literally assault. Like, don't put your hands on me. But then like at that thing, especially like security, like, you know what I mean? You just have to like usher them along. But it was kind of wild that she like put her hands on people. Like, what the hell? Like, it's so weird.
And did she even step on her dress at some point?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
really
when she turned around. She did. And then someone else had like Jesus on their thing and she was also trying. And then everyone's just pissed at this lady. I was like, oh, what is happening there?
The French, I don't know.
The French are wild.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go
I
to
saw
France.
some people defending it. Well, it's not the Met Gala. Like, you got to get inside. But there's like, you can do it politely. You don't have to like, you know, shove people up the stairs. But they're still having their moment of getting photographed.
On the steps, which is everyone does. Yeah. Heidi Klum was like twirling and spinning, you know, in the center of the steps. So I was just like,
Yeah. So Pokimane talked about how she hired an editor to edit her videos, but he started falling behind on the edits because
okay, maybe he had a double job. Maybe he worked at Entertainment Tonight
because he was whacking off.
Oh, what? Oh
yes.
my God,
what?
okay.
How did he find out such a thing? What?
Yes.
He told her this or what?
He told her.
What?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay, I believe it because I love Pokimane. She's everything. Thanks to my Samsung phone.
He must have been doing that while he was telling her. Like, why would he even tell her?
What? That's actually made me want to throw up a little bit. I thought it was going to be something cute or funny, and I was like, ew.
He was struggling to meet deadlines because he was touching himself over the video footage that Pokey was sending to him.
And he told her.
Yes. So according to Pokimane, she worked with various editors, but she worked with this one in particular because she liked his editing style. And she said that eventually the video editor messaged her out of the blue and admitted to the reasons of the lateness. This is how she like recounted the conversation. He said, "Hey, do you have time to talk? I'm ready to finally tell you why I've been struggling so much with deadlines." And Pokey said, "Oh, great. Hopefully this is something we can fix." And then tell me why he proceeds to tell me the reason why he sometimes would turn around videos a week or two late is because he couldn't stop touching himself. To me,
a week or so, like I could see a day.
How long are you gooning?
Yeah, like a night or something. Okay, damn. This is why we need to know your sexual orientation.
That's what I was gonna say. My
My
advice to Pokey: gays only.
Gays
only.
But I know they say it's discrimination, right? You can't ask people sexual orientation, but you should because, like, if you're straight, I don't want you editing I don't want this a week late. My hot topics, you know what I mean? I only want gay. You know, I don't know. I mean, luckily I don't have a hiring process, so you can't sue me anybody, you know what I mean? We just kind of take them as they are. I didn't know our editor was gay, but I'm glad he is, you know what I mean? Because I know it would be hard. It would be hard watching just Trish and, like, turning this around fast, you know? I get it. Especially, I know, today, my little Fashion Nova feather outfit.
Also have the full spectrum here, you know?
Yeah, it's
so somebody will get them distracted.
Yeah, that's very true, yes.
Yeah. She said,
what was he editing? Just like her Twitch streams?
Yeah. She said that, or maybe the ASMR, that would kind of make sense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my
I guess that would make a little bit more sense. But she said that she had to halt the conversation because, like, obviously, like, the employer dynamic. And it's like, she said, you are the person that I send hours of footage to. Like, I don't want to know any more of what you're doing to, like, my footage. But I think he confessed because it was, like, an actual addiction. So she kind of felt bad for him, she said, because it was, like, an actual addiction.
Well, you need to get help for your addictions. Yes. You can't just blame someone. You can be like, I have a sex addiction. So, you know, like, whatever. Like, get help for it. Like, that's, you know.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Wow. Well,
the stuff he has to deal with is
poor
wild.
Pokey. I know. I feel like she really does go through the most stuff ever.
And she's always so, like, sweet about it. But I'm like,
I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine it's coming out of her voice. But again, she kind of like spills the tea. She kind of like is so sweet, but also like.
She mentioned something when you asked her about ASMR, and she said I had to stop that because it kind of turned sexual. So I guess.
Oh, maybe it was this guy. Was it a while ago?
This is kind of
this was a while ago. She said.
So in a way, she kind of like was trying to go there, but it was probably too much to talk about at that point. So
because
it's a lot to reveal.
Oh my gosh, where was that on her podcast or
on her Twitch? I don't even know how this came up on her Twitch. Her Twitch streams are
crazy. Wild. I need to get on the Pokimane Twitch. I want to go on her Twitch stream. I wonder how do I get on there?
Yeah.
Just show up there. Be like, here I am. Yeah. That'd be. Pokey's really the only one I care about as far as collaborating with. I just like love her so much. I think she's just so everything. She's just cute and fun and just.
She's going to freaking the Mr. Beast compound today as we speak. Or
for
maybe
what?
Last
How
night.
do you know? How do you know this?
She posted on her Instagram story. She's like, I'm filming a Mr. Beast video. Bye, you guys.
Is that what she posted?
Yes. She said I'm going to be gone for a couple days.
What?
Somebody better check on her.
Oh my
Back in a
You
couple
better
of
text
days.
her.
I want to go to the Mr. Beast compound. How do I get in there? I'm
It's
ready.
like going to the chocolate factory.
Yeah,
Literally,
he really is.
yeah.
He really is kind of Willy Wonka because he's a little dark and you're like a little shady, like what's going on, but also like want to go. Give me some of that candy, you know? Like that sounds.
I want the freaking golden ticket. Yeah.
Well, now that he knows I'm no longer pregnant, Mr. Beast,
We're open.
I'm ready.
Yes.
I have an open mind now. I'm not going to judge you too harshly. You know what I mean? I can't judge anyone at this point. You know what I mean? Like I just can't judge anybody.
His chocolate sold out because of our Patreon. So.
Oh my god, he literally has chocolate too. He literally is Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Wild.
I wish we could get that Zaxby's Mr. Beast combo, but
yeah, someone in Utah sent it to us, postmade it to us.
yeah.
I bet somebody would drive. We need like a Chris Olsen in Utah come drive Zaxby's to us. You know what I mean?
Why Chris Olsen?
Because then he deliver coffee to people everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Olsen. Is he on tour with Meghan Trainor still?
I think he's still opening for her.
Oh
yeah.
my God. Okay, live.
Yeah, but he posted another Instagram from another Eras tour, but I don't know if it was like a dump of like
old.
Yeah, or
are
if
you
he's
going
at another one
to London?
As of right now, no.
When is it?
I think it's this month or next month.
You should go. You should go there. You should go see Rachel Zeigler. Go live your life. You're single. You know.
I did my.
No, you're not single. You're child free.
Oh yeah, child free.
Why did I say that?
My living my life was like my little Monterey like whale watching thing.
Aw,
Yeah.
I kind of love that's your living life. I think that's cute.
I wanted to. I told you I wanted to see a freaking
That's
orca.
true. And how come you didn't put footage of that in the B-roll? Because they put your picture in, but I was like, you should have put your
Jimmy.
picture with a whale or
Yeah,
something. Because your videos were so cute, and I was like, oh, that should have been in there. I mean, I love that it was just your face, but I love that I like should put your little.
Jimmy just went rogue because I was also like so tired because like it was a whole adventure. I think Jimmy just did it.
Did the B-roll?
Yeah,
Oh, he did so good. People like really love his editing. Like I love your editing so much, but I love that he's funny too. I was so nervous. I remember when like it just wasn't working out because you're just so busy, and I was just like, oh no, like I don't want anyone else to edit. And then we got Jimmy, and I was like, oh, he's actually like so good and so
he's
funny.
So good.
Yeah,
he gets all the jokes. His little memes are so good. And it worked out perfect because it literally happened like he just moved from like I think he was in New York and Florida and like he just moved to
good.
LA and it was
please never
perfect.
move because we like Uber him the thing because I have another editor that I really love but he's like in Laguna Beach and I'm like okay to Uber that is gonna be like $1,000 to Uber it to you so it's kind of nice we uploaded it here and then Uber so it was kind of great but he's great. It's always like a little blessing in disguise whenever you think like oh man my world's falling apart we're not having Oscar as the editor and then I was like oh he's like great too so it always works out. I always get so worried. I'm most anxious about everything, and then it always just like works out, and then you're like, okay, why do I have to worry about it? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like we love you, Jimmy. Thank you for everything.
And I told them to keep an eye out. He's in the same neighborhood as like Jojo Siwa. I remember. So I'm like, you need and James Charles. I think. So I was like, you need to start keeping an eye out, Jimmy, because
what's he gonna do?
He's gonna be our boots on the ground.
Oh, okay, he's gonna go up to him
like TMZ style. He said he'll do it.
My God, he was the one at Brent's TMZing us with our baby. That was such a weird photo. Sorry. It creeps me out. I was like, why from the back? Like, you're so weird. Don't be a weirdo. I'm sure it was like on Reddit too or something like lame like that.
Well, he just says coward, on it.
Oh my! Don't do it from
People,
the back of a
they're
baby.
not even, because they're afraid to even.
Other
yeah,
people with
that's-
us. So weird. That's weird. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know. People are very bizarre. Well, we love Pokey. That sucks. This is why we don't like straight people.
Yeah, no straight. See, that's why I couldn't.
No straights allowed.
I couldn't go edit for Hasan. That'd be too
Yeah,
much.
you can't. You can't. You have to stay
I don't know
here
what
at
I would
Just Trish.
contribute to him either.
Yes.
Like,
No, you could contribute a lot. You're just so good. You really are so good. I miss you so much. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it's in like 3 weeks. It's been so crazy. You're good. Even with the drama Gaten, like I remember when you first said it, like I was like interested in it, but I'm like, no one's going to care. It's like 5 years old. And not only do people care, we had our best Patreon month ever, but other people, Adam Macyntire started reacting, doing the reaction videos. Not to say it's our idea, but Adam, I think Adam gets inspo from Just Trish a little bit. The microphone, the thumbnails. I don't know.
I do live forever.
You know? He can be in my Tavern series, maybe. How old is he? Yes, he can. How old is he? No. He can be like a leprechaun, but doesn't get the Lucky Charms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How old is he?
I think how old is he now? 2002, so 22.
God, okay. No one in the 2000s can be in this series. 2002?
22, right? Yeah.
My God, who was born in the 2000s? That's wild to me. That's why, and I guess not to go back to Colleen, but that's like so crazy. Someone born in the 2000s and you're like talking to them like your friends, like you're born in the 80s and you're talking to someone that was born in the 2000s as like a friend or as a confidant. It's like so weird to me. Like I can't even like you saying that 2000s, I can't even grasp like him now. I'm just like, this is a child. Like this is like a little baby.
Yeah. Did you see Jojo kind of talked about that finally a little bit? She was on a podcast and they asked her like, okay, well, isn't it, you always get asked about like your friendships with like older people, and she's like, well, like my best friend Tyler from The Bachelor / Special Forces.
Oh, okay.
He's like 31. So she's like, it'd be weird like if I had like all friends my age and then like one like 31-year-old friend, but all my closest friends, the closest people to me are all like in their 30s. And then the interviewer asked, okay, well, like you as a 21-year-old, could you see yourself friends with a 14-year-old? And she's like, no. But that's
Did she say it?
Yeah, she did say no for her.
Well, girl, like
So at least
she sees the light. She kind of gets it, which is good.
Well,
could you
then
imagine?
She was like, well, like it was very, very different because it was like me, like as Jojo,
No,
like
girl.
content. I was like,
No,
so she
girl.
kind of, she got it and then rewind.
Yeah.
But,
It's kind of like, I only dated people in their 50s and 40s and 50s, even when I was like 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And it's like, yeah, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, well, I've always dated people in their 40s. Like, that's what it is. I'm just mature. I'm the special one, whatever. And it's like, no, like, they preyed on you, like, whatever. We did see something, but we couldn't find, like, the source of it. So I don't know if it's true. We saw something on TikTok where she said, what was it, babe? She said something where she was like, I was a victim or something, right?
Yeah, there was.
But we didn't know the source of it.
It was a screenshot from an article, and it says that she was also
Traumatized as a kid.
something like that.
Oh.
It was one of the girls from OMG Pop. I don't know her name. She has like red hair. She had the screenshot behind her and she goes, so JoJo's saying she was a victim of like childhood trauma or childhood abuse, but she's doing it to other people still. Like ex-OMG Pop is what she was like referring to. I don't know if there was like I didn't see anyone else post about it. So I was kind of like, oh, so JoJo's like admitted to being she felt a little bit victimized. I don't know if that was true. I don't know if there's any validity. This is pretty, by the way, babe. Good job.
Thank you. That's my new hobby, arranging flowers. Flower arrangement.
It's very Little Shop of Horrors of you.
Yeah, but it's kind of a classic case of people repeating what happened
Well,
to
we
them.
always said that, but JoJo's never said that about herself. So when I saw that one TikTok, I thought, oh, is she like saying this did happen to her as a kid? I don't know. One day she'll like realize it. Obviously, she's realizing it now. If she's like, okay, would you be friends with a 14-year-old now at 21? She's like, well, no. At least she can understand.
Yeah. There's a couple like articles about her talking about trauma, but I can't find the specific one. But I'm sure she kind of.
So she's like kind of realizing.
Talk about, yeah.
Okay. I guess that's good.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, just being
where that
friends
goes.
with like 30-year-olds, like when you're. I mean, what is she now? How old is she?
21.
So you're like getting older, I guess, but I mean, it's kind of weird.
I think when like your best, like all your best friends are all like mid
30s, yeah.
Because she was like Tyler's 31, Rachel's 32. I don't know. It is at least,
especially because like Rachel knew her before when she was a child,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like I don't know. I'm trying not to judge, but I know I could not be like besties with like a 20-year-old. You know, when they come on like they're 18, 19, and I'm like they're sweet and wonderful, but oh my gosh, like Can't be besties with him.
And then this kind of reminded me of like the Niall like voice thing too.
How old is he?
Niall is old, like he's my age, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to be
He's
besties with him.
31, I think.
He can be in the tavern show.
And he'd be a good fit, actually.
A great leprechaun. Isn't he Irish, right?
Yes.
Love it. We love Irish people. It keeps going back to Ireland, huh? Love
We
it.
do love the Irish here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Irish only and Scottish. I also would love to be in Joseph this Christmas in Scotland. They're doing a tour and Donny Osmond's playing the Pharaoh. I would like to be in it. So CAA, contact Andrew Lloyd Webber. I would like to be the Pharaoh's wife. She only has one scene. She doesn't really sing. And all she goes is, she was beautiful but evil. That's all I want to do. And she kind of seduces Joseph. It could be me. Joan Collins was her in the movie, and Joan Collins was like 60, so I feel like I could do it. Anyways, throwing that out there as well. Scotland. I'll be there for the Traitors. I can just hop on over and do Joseph. Is that Ireland? No, that's totally something different.
What?
Scotland.
Scotland is different.
But they're together. They're close.
I think
They're close, right?
Close-ish.
They're neighbors, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like the same.
Close,
I
not
think of them
far.
as the same. Irish, Scottish. right?
To us, from this far, it's the same. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when you see two
Like
mountains.
Canada and America.
They look like they're next to each other, but when you get there, they're actually pretty far from each other.
Shout out to both. I want to be both. I like the leprechauns in Ireland. Scotland, I like the shows. I love the leprechauns. There's a song in Legally Blonde is coming to the freaking, Kennedy Center. And they're doing like an all-star cast performance of Legally Blonde. And Paulette sings a song about Ireland. And she says, she's like, give my love to the leprechauns. That's what she sings in the song Ireland. It's in Legally Blonde. You should watch it anyways. It's so good. Because she meets a guy named Brennan and it reminds him of Ireland. She goes, you look like the poster for Ireland. Like, it's such a, anyways, I want to be Paulette in that one. Anyways, manifesting a lot of dream roles. Little Shop of Horrors too. I'd love to be in. Jinx Monsoon is no longer in it. Okay, anyways. I really feel it's my year, but maybe not. No one cares anymore. I took a break for 2 weeks and everyone's like,
this
bye.
is a monthly meeting with her agency.
You
This
have
is
to
how we
watch
communicate.
this. Yeah.
They said they fall asleep to my podcast, so at this point they're sleeping. They're no longer hearing this. I don't like to, because when I go to meetings, this is so bad, but when I go to meetings with I have agents now, but I'm too scared to say anything I want. I can never say, I want a Netflix show, get me a meeting. I want to be on Broadway, do this. I'm like, whatever you get is fine. Like, I'm too scared to say it. But for some reason on my podcast, I feel like maybe someone will see it.
Someone will send the clips.
Yeah, I think that's the way it's going to happen. Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, what were we talking about? Niall.
Oh, yeah. So Jojo is dating a contestant that was on So You Think You Can Dance when she's a judge. So it did kind of give me that vibe of like...
What? Now?
Yeah, her girlfriend now.
Okay. Didn't Matthew Morrison get fired for this?
Oh, yeah.
And he wasn't even dating. He was like just texted someone. Yeah, like DM'd someone.
This at least I guess happened after the show, but I guess it's so weird. Like,
okay,
the show finished. The dancer got third place, and then Jojo was like, I'm gonna hire like people that compete on the show to work for me. And then this girl choreographed the Karma. She was in the Karma video. Like, she was the one that she had the whole like kissing like dance with or whatever. So she's also employed by her. It sounds like it's going to be messy at some point because it's Jojo, B, it's someone you employ and
all
someone you
messy.
judge.
The power dynamic in which you meet someone. We always talk about that. I think like that's why no one talks about this a lot. I think there was a whole podcast dedicated to this maybe. David Foster and Catherine McPhee.
Oh, yeah.
Like
yeah.
he met her on American Idol when he was like the mentor and she was like 17 or something like that. And they didn't date till like 10 years later, whatever. But like how you meet someone is kind of like, okay, the age you meet them, the power dynamic you meet them. Like that says so much into that relationship and how it's going to start and how it's going to end. It's just like never a good idea to one date your employees. Cause I think that's like illegal in like a regular workplace, right? Not illegal, but it's like against HR.
Yeah, I guess there's no HR. Right. Jojo, Siwa.
I guess, but Matthew Morrison sends a DM and everyone's just like, fire him. You know what I mean? He's married, whatever. I don't know what his DM was. Maybe he deserved to be fired. I am not a Matthew Morrison apologist at all because he's trigger warning to me. But I think, yeah, Jojo, she just, you know what? And she's one of those people that just, I don't know. I wonder what it is about her that attracts messiness. But I was like that too. And I don't think it's her fault. So it's like, I wonder the chaos that she attracts. What is that? How is that? What's the energy she's putting off? Because I don't think she's a bad person. I don't. But I don't think
she's a bad person either.
Attracts this messiness all the time.
Yeah.
Is it her doing where she's like, any attention's good attention? And maybe that's not bad. I don't know.
I kind of feel like a little bit, right? I feel like, I mean, with the Karma, I feel like they made like a whole spectacle out of it, like her in the dance, you know? It was like...
Which is a great dance because we saw it with the original choreography. Have you seen just like a regular dancer doing it's like a cute choreography. It's good.
But it's like she purposely like made it bad because she wanted to, like, the negative attention for that too.
I get it. And it was talked about and she's like so big right now. So.
Yeah.
good for you. I think also too, I still hold on to like, and she seems like she's admitting it, where it might be a little bit, she had a little trauma in her childhood where she's talking about it now. So I think that probably stems in why you seek validation of older people in general, or why you gravitate to older people, or why you attract older people. It seems to be that little trauma in your childhood. I know that's what happened to me. I mean, like, there's no reason a 15-year-old should be dating a 52-year-old, or a 22-year-old should be dating a 52-year-old. But I was always like, I'm mature. That's cool, but it's not. It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. And just because they're 30s doesn't make it any better. It makes it a little weirder, because 30s, like, you should have friends with people in your 30s, not younger people.
Yeah.
Especially the Bachelor guy. Like, why are you friends with Jojo? I get you did a TV show. I don't know.
Best friends is a lot.
Best friends is a lot.
Yeah.
I would love to be best friends with Dr. Drew, though. But I think it's different when you get older, right? Like, I'm 36.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. 100%. Because at that point, you're just like, you're just an older adult.
You're just an old person.
Yeah,
you're just old too.
Oldie.
we're all there together. We've all been through the same life experiences,
It's just all oldies.
Yeah. Love it.
And another relationship update, Corinna Kopf.
Dating a billionaire.
Wild.
Good.
It makes sense.
It makes so much sense. She's literally the most beautiful girl on the planet to me. I don't think anyone's more attractive than Corinna. And and she makes a ton of money. She makes $1 million a month on her own. Who else would you date? You have to date a billionaire. Like
true, yeah.
You can't date someone like lesser, like not lesser, but just like you have to have someone at least equal. You know what I mean? Unless, I don't know, but maybe that's not true. Sometimes I think people should be like that, but then I also think there's something to be said about someone who's like really supportive of your like life. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need someone that's like wants to be engulfed in your life. Because when you're dating a billionaire, not that I know, I would have no idea, never dated a billionaire anywhere close, but I would assume you have to be engulfed in his life. Where I would rather have someone engulfed more in my life.
I see,
you know what I mean? Because I've dated like Z-list celebrities, and they really want you to be all about them, even if they're doing nothing. You know what I mean? They want you to fly to Canada for a Disney Channel movie that they're doing. It's like, I don't know if I want to do that. You know what I mean? I'd rather do my own book signing, which I did. I did fly to Canada one time for someone who's doing a Disney Channel movie, and he only saw me once, and it was like a week he told me to be out there. He only saw me once, so I booked my own book signing at the Eaton Center, and I signed books for like 1,000 people back in 2015. And like, I wasn't even popular then, and it was so great. It was a wonderful experience. But in that moment, I knew, I was like, I think I'd rather have someone engulfed with me, because I'm like, I'm signing books for 1,000 people. You're doing a Disney Channel movie that no one's ever heard of. You know what I mean? Like, not to say one's better than the other, but I think in that moment I knew, I'm like, I'd rather have. But anyways, back to Corinna. I think it's great. I think, honestly, who wouldn't want to date a billionaire, right? I don't know.
I don't know if I would want to date a billionaire.
Yeah,
I guess
don't know if I do
especially
either.
this one sounds like a little suspicious.
Wait, why? Oh, I didn't know.
He's like owns or a virtual gaming world. So it's like a virtual gambling thing. And he's like a playboy. And he has all these cars that are $1 million, and allegedly the company's like worried about him because he's such a little playboy and he likes like the younger girls.
Immediately no. Then you know what? That's true too. I don't know personally, but I know secondhand like people who are married to billionaires, and it does seem like even like the ugliest ones will like cheat on you or like threaten to kick you out, and then like with no money. Like it seems like this happens quite a bit in the billionaire world, where they kind of use girls as like pawns. Even if you're the most attractive woman in the world, like Corinna, who makes her own money, I still feel like she should watch out, because I don't know, when you have that much money, right? Like, billionaires, like I feel like when you have that much money, like anything goes. People just say yes. If you're married to someone, they just go along. You just cheat. That's what you do. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'd want that world either. I changed my mind. I mean, good for her, but honestly, like.
Yeah, and look at Bridgerton, she had the option to marry the guy that goes on, he's doing all this work, but she was like, I want somebody here at home with me too. So
yeah, she wanted love.
I feel like when you marry to a billionaire, if it's business too, it's kind of boring. So it's also a lot of very boring things that are not.
Wait, are the Bridgertons rich? Are the Bridgertons rich too? They probably are billionaires or millionaires.
But I'm saying it's more about the type of relationship you're going to have.
Oh, right. He's always gone traveling the world.
Both of them are busy here. Corinna and is it Corinna?
Yeah, Corinna and the billionaire.
So if they're both busy, they're just not going to see each other. It's like two A-list celebrities dating. They never see each other, and they end up cheating on each other. And I
think she's pretty mobile. I think she kind of like lives her life. She's always like traveling on yachts and stuff. I think she maybe not as busy. I don't know. Where does she get her money? I know she has OF. Maybe that's where she's getting it.
And like when she signed to Kick to do her live stream, she signed like a contract. So I think
she still does that.
I think they got paid up front, I think, for that.
Who gets these upfront
they were
deals?
throwing a lot of money at the beginning at people. Yeah.
How come I've never gotten upfront money for anything? I'm like literally like the poorest influencer. Like everyone gets like so much. Like I swear, there was even someone, we won't say who, but someone who literally has like 2,000 followers, and he's like getting like brand deals and stuff. And I'm like, how? And he gets upfront money and talking to these big brands. I'm just like, how are people doing this? Like, what? How? No one's ever given me, still to this day, no one's giving me upfront money. Like, oh, your podcast is cute. You want to do this thing for free in North Hollywood? Okay, I guess. You know, I don't know. Like, it's just so weird. Anyways, yeah, I think, what's that song? All that glitters isn't gold, right?
Oh, T.
You know?
Yeah.
Who sang that? Who said that?
I have no idea,
Okay.
but it sounds good. Trisha Paytas.
I did it. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes people with money just are assholes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and he, I guess, allegedly from a source, reached out to her via DMs and was like, do you want to come see my car collection? And flew her out to Perth.
Australia?
Yeah.
God, everyone's going out there, huh?
I think he's Australian. He's one of the richest men in Australia.
Wow.
He's worth $3.9 billion.
You kind of said that to me. Remember when we first DM'd me, you showed me a picture of your Porsche? I was like, love it.
Well, it wasn't a direct picture. The Porsche was in the background.
No, you sent me a direct picture. I can't even look it up because my Instagram's deleted. You sent me a direct one. And I thought it was a Ferrari because I don't know anything. I was like, ooh, yeah. So I remember when he went to come pick me up, I told my sister, I'm like, look for a red Ferrari. And so she saw the Porsche and she's like, that's just a Porsche. I'm like, I don't know the difference. I don't know anything. But then I was like, but then he circled twice and I was just like, oh, I think that's the Ferrari. She's like, it's a Porsche. I was like, it's all the same. Like, it doesn't, to me, they look the same. They're whatever. And you never said it was a Ferrari. I just inferred. I was like, that's probably a Ferrari. It looks great. You know what I mean? But
I think I got it around that time. I love that car.
was it new?
Yeah.
I was
was
impressive.
excited about
you
that
looked
car.
very, aw. And you looked very cute. I always remember you, like, parking outside my mom's apartment and, like, picking me up. And I didn't live with my mom. I just didn't want him to know where I lived. So I was in my Studio City house and I was like, I don't want him to see my mansion that I live in. Come pick me up in Hermosa Beach Apartments, which is a sleigh too. Those are expensive. But yeah, you looked very cute. You came out of the car, waited for me. I was like, oh my God, so cute. He had his long hair, a little Fabio action.
That is very Corinna vibes because
Really?
this says the two were last seen lapping up the French Riviera Sun in Cannes and Monaco alongside another billionaire. But they drove around in his car. You guys are like the.
What was the car? Was it a red Porsche?
It was worth $1 million. I don't know what the kind.
Was yours worth $1 million?
Close, maybe.
It was not a million.
A tenth of it.
There's
An eighth of it.
It was impressive. And Moses did not let the valet drive the car. He's like, I will park it. I was like, and I love valet. I was like, can we not park our own car? Like,
It's one thing when it's an SUV, like a Colleen or something, but a sports car, sometimes not everyone knows
he thought they were going to
all
ruin
the
his
little
car.
things about it. So yeah.
I was like, oh, man, we got to walk. But, you know,
No, they let us park by the door.
Oh, right,
We
right, right.
literally
They did.
parked
Yeah,
by the
okay.
door. I would not let you walk.
and I hated the car. I'm sorry. I know everyone's going to be like, watching me Moses get rid of the car, but I couldn't fit in it. Even back
my
in 2020.
God.
Yeah, it was so low. We did a TikTok about it. I couldn't get out of the car.
Oh, I hate low cars.
I was like, and I was like, actually, I was
Look,
like
sports
190.
cars are not comfortable. Like getting in and out of them, and even
Awful.
me, like they're not comfortable. You have to love. I just love the drive, love driving fast, acceleration, all that. But it's not a car for a couple. It's definitely not comfortable.
I hated it. I was like, you looked cool in it. I loved it, but
No,
I
it
was
was.
couldn't
It
get
was.
it out.
It's almost like a motorbike. It's like a solo car. It was for me alone. Like nobody likes to sit by you when you
With your
drive.
knees all the
when you
way up.
drive like
Oh my God,
fast
awful.
and crazy, they get car sick. No.
I'm not into fast driving anyways. I get like scared, but one day I'll get you a red Porsche again because I know he like loved it so much and he traded it in when we had a baby and I was just like kind of felt bad. I was kind of like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a family, you're not gonna have a 2-seater car anymore. It's like,
Yeah.
But you loved it.
yeah, but I'm more practical, and we have a new plan.
We're getting a boat.
Oh, the boat. I was like cyber shocked.
We're getting a boat now.
Speaking of yacht, we're getting. It's more like it's more like a golf cart on the water.
Yeah, it's like an electric boat or something like that. Well, I mean, still a sleigh.
Oh yeah.
know.
Whale watching.
I don't think there's whales
It's
in the
a-
lake
Oh,
out
the
here.
lake.
Maybe we'll find the lake
no,
monster. Maybe find the monster in the lake.
Whale watching, that'd be so funny.
Loch Ness.
The whales. The whales making a comeback in every episode. Everyone's always talking about whales.
That is my platform.
The whales?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, because
don't
everyone's
know.
whale phobic, so I'm like pro.
Right.
I'm like anti-whale phobia.
Why
That's
is
why I
everyone
wanted
whale
to.
phobic?
I don't. Chloe Kardashian was Billie
but
Eilish.
like, I thought we were saving the whales, and now everyone's like, oh, I
Everyone's
hate
like,
whales.
ew, whales. Yeah.
Corinna Kopf, honestly, love her. Slay, I love her. I know she like absolutely hates me, but like I like her. She's on David too, but who cares? She's beautiful, pretty
She
privileged.
is. I wonder. I was thinking about it too because I know she's very, very conservative. I'm like, I just got to know. Like,
Is she?
Yes.
Like
So I'm
Republican?
like, yes. So I'm
Really?
like. Does anyone know her stance on like trans people? Like, I just are gays. I'm like, can we
right.
just check in?
Does she say
before
she loves the gays?
don't know.
Let's see. Let's see if she's posting a rainbow this
I
month.
know.
That's the real test. We should try the rainbow lattes. Okay, sorry. Why don't people post rainbows during this month? Everyone else does
Hasan's
signs.
icon is a rainbow now.
Love. The only gay ally we need, honestly. Who needs Trish when you have Hasan? We get it.
You gotta make your icon a rainbow.
Absolutely. Where's my Birkin bag? What is my icon? I don't even know. I'll change it. I don't even know what my icon is now. I'll put the Birkin bag up for this
Hasan's
month.
is his armpit with the rainbow behind him.
What?
The gays love his armpits. It's a whole thing.
Oh, I guess that's so I was coming hard on James Charles for armpits, but it's a thing.
I guess so.
Okay, I didn't know.
Not for me, but I guess
Okay.
for
A little armpit fetish
as
thing.
long as it's like they're of age, I guess.
We need to try the rainbow latte from La La
What?
Land.
From where?
La La Cafe, is that what it's called? La La Land. You know the yellow cafe that everyone goes to in Calabasas? They're opening up one here. They have like a Lucky Charms. It's aesthetic. It's La La Cafe, La La Land. I don't know. It's yellow, and they have rainbow lattes for.
It must
We
be
went
La
last-
La Land. Yeah.
Oh yeah, La La Land Kind Cafe.
Yeah, they have.
It was
rainbow
actually
lattes.
good. It was really good.
We went for Pride last year. Remember, I had had the ugliest Pride shirt. I had the Queer Eyes from Target, and it was like not a cute shirt, but I wore it and it was cute.
Because
It
you're
was
an
a vibe.
ally.
Because I was an ally, and that's the only gay thing they had there. I was like, okay, I never watched Queer Eye, but I guess I will.
There was like a whole expose about Jonathan Van Ness that they were like toxic because one of the hosts left the show. And there was like a whole expose that JVN was like toxic to work with because their whole brand is kindness, like an Ellen vibe, like the whole exactly, yeah.
Let's not go the Ellen vibes,
Like the whole brand was like kindness, love, peace, but then this expose was like they were terrible and toxic.
I think that's the red flag. I think when your brand is like be kind and kindness everywhere. I feel like when you push it too much, I think that's like a little that sucks.
They had like a hair care line that I was using for a little bit because they have like such long like
beautiful
hair.
yeah love
but yeah like that they go by JVN, Jonathan Van Ness, whatever.
We'd still love them on the podcast.
As long as you don't.
Oh no, I don't know. We don't know.
I don't know either.
Okay, I thought you
I don't know
knew.
what happened. It was like a whole expose, but then
Sure,
nothing
it's fine.
happened. Like
Oh.
they still do like red carpets. I think they're still on the show. So
The
I don't
show's
know.
still going?
Yeah.
They should have a next generation. I feel like there's so many generations. They should have a new generation now because it's been on a while with the second cast.
Yeah, a couple like since what like 2018.
Yeah, that's a
maybe?
while.
Yeah,
that's a long time. I feel like.
Yeah.
Would you be on it?
I feel like I'd be. I don't know what I would contribute to.
Oh, because the
they all
original
have a
cast,
specialty.
right? The original cast was like fashion, interior design, food, drink. But yeah, I guess you're not like
I don't have like a specialty. I
Right.
don't know what.
you go to AMC, just like critique. Be like, you can go to the fancy AMC bar.
Podcasting.
Yeah, there's the regular nachos at the concession or the nachos you can order, and we wait 10 minutes for it, which was such a good. Those were so good. Gotta go back and do
I know we do.
We should go back and do another AMC. I literally fantasized in the hospital. I don't even know if I said this to you. Maybe I did. I don't know. You know when people always like show after birth, they have like sushi or something. I wanted Moses so bad to go get me an AMC popcorn bucket because I was craving it so bad after I
Really?
gave birth. But I know it's like disgusting. It makes my stomach sick, and I'm sure he would never go because I was like, it makes my stomach hurt. But I really want AMC popcorn. It just sounds so good, like a big bucket of
I
it.
guess
You
when
know?
the Deadpool and Wolverine bucket comes out.
When
I
is
think
it?
it's soon. They just showed it. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh my god! It's like the Dune bucket, but like purposefully bad. It's like
I love.
it's just like Wolverine's face, like his mouth open. And then
No.
you can just, yes.
Okay, we gotta get that. That's so iconic. My mom sold all the Doom buckets on Posh. I'm like, oh my god, okay, reseller. I bought all of them. Wow.
So literally just open mouth.
That's
Yeah.
actually everything. I'm gagged for it. Yes. I don't even care about Wolverine. Although,
Troye Sivan was Wolverine. That's yes.
What?
I knew that would gag you.
when? Where? For real or like
He
costume?
played young Hugh Jackman in the movie.
Oh. I mean, isn't Hugh Jackman like the gay ideal? Like it's like, so he's a young Hugh Jackman.
Is
Like
he?
he's like,
Okay,
you know
you're
what I
right
mean?
about that, yeah.
Did he have the hair and everything?
It was when he was little. Like,
Oh.
I think maybe even before YouTube. I
So
think it
he's
was like
been
12,
acting.
13, yeah.
Oh, he's an actor.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know he like acted like that. Like he was really good on The Idol. He was really. Did you ever finish it? Like watch the scenes at the end?
No, I didn't finish it.
Okay.
I do need to
Because you didn't see the scene where he had the collar on.
No.
Oh my god! Like that scene was so intense and like it was literally the best acting I've ever seen in my entire life. Like it was so good. Like and that's when I looked him up and I had no idea it was Troye Sivan. Like I was like, what? Because like I just don't. I remember the name from like Tyler Oakley days, but I just didn't know what he looked like or anything. So I was like, wait, I think that guy was like a YouTuber. It was so weird. And so when I looked him up and after that scene, I was like, damn, that's that same guy. Good for him. And now he's touring. He's just being his gay self, which I love. I love when people just go gay all the way.
Me too. And
know?
like people were like being like, "Oh, is he too sexual?" Because you saw that one clip where
Oh my gosh.
he'd like one of his dancers holds the microphone up his crotch and he's like on his knees.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if you're going to a Troye Sivan show, you know that's what you're gonna get.
No one says that about Madonna. I mean, because they do, but it's just like people need to just relax. You know what I mean? No one says that about Sabrina Carpenter. You know, she'd be talking about everything. But
yeah.
anyways.
Although I know we're not saying the F word now, but there were not as many. I'd be like, can we just throw in one plus size person again?
We
Troy?
can say fatties. One fatty in there. There was no fatties.
No fatties. And then
I would love
people
to do
brought
it.
it up too because like Sam Smith, like they were also like very sexual and like that Kim Petras song, you know?
Yeah.
And gay Twitter was like roasting Sam Smith, but because it's Troye Sivan, like a little skinny person, it's like applauded. So that's where I do get like.
I remember that because I remember everyone was comparing Sam and Kim Petras to me and Shane. They're like, is this Shane Dawson and Trisha Paytas?
Oh my god.
Not to say anything bad. Honestly, Shane's skinny legend right now. But I'm just saying, like, I was like, I kind of got that vibes too. I mean, love Kim Petras, but I can see it. And I love Sam Smith too. I love both of them. So it wasn't even like a insult, I didn't think. But
gay Twitter meant it as one, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Sam.
gay Twitter, cancel you. Even though it's Gay Pride Month, we are canceling
Just
you.
everyone do better.
Do better. Do better, gay Twitter. Unless you like me today, then that's
And then we love.
Then we love. We had the RuPaul Dragon Queen behind me. I kind of like her behind me. I feel very powerful. I feel like I have something pushing me forward. Oh, where was I yesterday? Oh, I took it to the hair salon with me, and one of the hairdressers said, that looks like a Wendy Williams cup. I'm like,
What?
The best compliment ever. I just want to be Wendy so bad. Oh, I want my own TV show. We're getting that this year, too. Manifesting it all. Now we got to figure out birth control. That's the only thing. I haven't thought about birth control in like 10 years. Like, I want to be pregnant since literally I was like 22 years old. And I just never thought about birth control ever because I just thought, well, I'll never get pregnant. And now I'm like, how do people do it? How do people not have kids? You know what I mean? Now I'm just like, like I can't do the pills because they really do make me crazy. I tried birth control pills. The IUD, absolutely not. So it's like, got to figure it out. Cola Brand's getting a vasectomy, but I know you're never going to get a vasectomy. So it's like, do you do whole out? I feel like that's so like college. I don't know. We're married, and it's like, okay, I don't know, but I guess that's the way to go. I guess you could count them, but sometimes the days can be off. We can just do what people do, like separate for 2 weeks in different beds. I don't know. I'm like, it's so now it's like, I don't think it's a real concern because I'm 36 and it is hard for us to get pregnant, like in the sense that we've done the HSG test and stuff. So I think we're fine. But I feel like the minute you say that is like you get pregnant. But we're like good with 2 kids. I think we're like pretty good. And like, yes, if a third kid came along, we would obviously take the kid, of course. But it's like, but I'm like, no, we have a lot to do. We have Broadway, we have the Traitors, we have all this stuff. I can't have a baby right now. So it's like, or get pregnant. So how do you do that? Let us know in the comments below if you feel comfortable. What is your preferred method of birth control? Because
honestly, I learned so much from like the Pokey episode because I like never thought about like the birth control stuff, and then like when she was talking about it, I was like, oh my god, like that is a lot to think about.
It's a lot. Birth control's a lot for the women. It is annoying that it's like put so much on the women. You know what I mean? And not to say I don't want to speak for you. I'm saying never get a vasectomy. We haven't even talked about it, but I'm just saying like in general, like it is a lot to put on a woman to like do the birth control because it's just like hormonally. It's for me, it's like the worst idea ever. I've been on birth control like once and it was like horrible. So it's they could have taken out my uterus. I remember my doctor's like, "Do you want to take out your uterus, do a hysterectomy?" And I was like, honestly, you don't get your period either. I'm like, maybe.
Oh but then mom got her tubes tied after me.
Oh,
because
you're like the fifth, right? Yeah, she's like, okay.
Oh no,
really interesting. Tubes tied. That's different than a hysterectomy, right?
I think so. Like they tie your fallopian tubes. I guess
that sounds.
I think it's
crazy.
the equivalent of a guy getting
vasectomy.
They just kind of close the pathway.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm down for all of it. I mean, but then you also do think like, oh my god, I get my uterus out. Like, yeah, what if I want a kid at 40? You know what I mean? I don't know. But then I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's so much to think about.
It's hard. It's hard to like alter your body. Like
in general,
change our bodies, and including pills. That also changes your body.
The hormones and stuff like that. It's a hard one. So let us know. I don't know. Abstinence. That's what my teachers taught me. I remember in school, like the only way to make sure you don't get pregnant is to not have sex. So, all right. It's so weird. It's such a weird thing now to actually have to think about it. I was like, that is actually so weird trying not to get pregnant. It's a whole other world for me. But anyways, we'll probably figure it out. We're adults. We'll figure it out. We can talk about it on your episode, I guess.
You'll see us in a few months. You're like, baby number 3.
No, we gotta do the Traitors in Broadway at least, and then we'll figure it out. So anything else? Any other tea? We don't need clickbait today. The clickbait is our baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But this, I am interested to talk about this one though, like the whole Jeff Wittek calling out David Dobrik saga again. a little bit old, but also it kind of is a continuous story. So,
definitely in here in the Just Trish world.
It's always
we were supposed to do a Jeff collab, and I'm so down to do it because I think if anyone like understands like the David trauma, the David vlog, his is crazy. I mean, I will always say this to like the day I die because Mike Malek was on Jeff FM recently, and that's like his friend, right? Mike's from like Impulsive, and he was like, I was concerned for you, like you tweeting about David and all this stuff like that, and I was just like, this person, like Jeff says all the time, is like he's still going through like surgeries to correct his vision and stuff like that, and David's just like living his best life. I was like, I feel like Jeff is like Adam gets a pass to talk about this for the rest of his life, like as he should, because he's saying, okay, so basically the whole thing was like Jeff was tweeting at Snapchat. Is this what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
At Snapchat, like, hey, like blood money, your money is being used to basically drown me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, which travel the world, but also like keep pushing back the trial. And this is the thing with rich people in general, which is like why a lot of people just don't sue rich people, and rich people get away with a lot of stuff because whoever has the most money will usually win because they'll just keep pushing. I thought Jeff said his people were on pro bono, but maybe that expires at a certain time. Maybe at a certain time they are like, okay, we need to get paid for it. Because I think if you have like lawyers pro bono, they get a percentage if you win the case. But it's been going on for a long time. So I guess David just keeps pushing it. And I've been in these too, not like something crazy, but I've been in a lawsuit, which I won, and then I never even got the money because I guess they just don't have to pay you or something. I don't know. Weird. But they kept pushing it and changing lawyers and changing this. So like it was, and then I just had to get paid. My lawsuit cost me, I was suing for $12,000, cost me $150,000. Oh
my God.
And that's a small scale. This is probably like millions of dollars.
10 million.
10 million he's suing for. But
then
the lawyer's services, again, if he's pro bono, he's not paying them, but like maybe they're like, this is probably over $10 million now at this point, so they're not going to even get that. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. So basically tweeting Snapchat, he kind of went off. I mean, I was seeing them. I think this might have been the week before I gave birth.
Yeah.
So I might have saw it, and he was going off for sure.
Yeah, he said
in his Jeff way, in his very straight boy way, very yeah.
He said he did tweet, Zayn and David have to be gay, right? Nothing wrong with it. Just curious, your guys' opinion. TBH, I think everyone is a little gay. Back in ancient Greece, everyone would F everyone. No judgment.
Oh.
Times have changed. He's not my type, but he's looking hot lately after that body transformation.
He's very that's wild. He had said something on when we did it here too. He said something, and I was like, I don't know if we should like out people. I don't know any of their sexuality for actual, but it's always like a little weird to like speculate. Because like, what if they actually are and they're trying to be like, I don't know, whatever. You know, I don't know. It's kind of weird that he threw that in there. You lose a little bit. He's got to get like a little bit of a Trish like articulation. You know what I mean? Like you can get your point across, but like maybe the ways he does it sometimes are a little like, that's a little like, okay.
Yeah, he did end up deleting that one, so
he got
it. Yeah, I think he got it.
But again, I feel like it's a very straight millennial to be like joking about being gay as like. I guess it wasn't an insult. I guess, but what is it?
A curiosity. I have
just
no
trying
idea.
To. I don't know.
But yeah, now Straight Oscar did say Jeff is in his Twinkie era because after he found out he is 12% gay. So that's why I do want the Jeff interview to happen because I am interested about
the 12%
Jeff's
gay
queer journey. Yeah. But
and you know what? Maybe there is something to that for real. Like, so there's no judgment there either. Because you know what I mean? Like, if you're already putting it out there, like, I'm 12% gay, and like you're putting, no judgment, but Zayn looks good. You know what I mean? Like, testing the water is like, there could be something to it. There could be something to it. I don't know. He has such close friendship with guys, and there's nothing wrong with it, of course. But I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think anyone like thinks about this stuff unless you're already kind of thinking about this stuff with yourself, right? Like, in no world now would I be like, oh, David and Zayn for sure. But I don't know. Maybe he's thinking this in his head. I don't know. Zayn looking good,
I have
too.
a feeling that he knows something and he's using
jokes,
vagueness and jokes to kind of push that. Because he's out of means, right?
But that would
he has no way to poke at them. And
that would be really mean if you knew. Like, you know what I mean? It's one thing to like guess and speculate, but if you actually know something and you're like trying to out them.
But at this point, I think he's beyond this. To him, it's not him being mean. It's just him being helpless in a situation that's
just
very
trying
serious.
To put anything out there.
And I felt like from all the tweets that I saw that maybe the trial got pushed and that pushed him over the edge.
I think that's what it is. I think it's like, something got pushed again where it could sometimes even be like next year or something. And you're just like, damn, I have to wait again. I'm doing all these surgeries. Yeah. He's living his best life, traveling. Snapchat's paying him $1 million a month or whatever. That would be the worst. It's not, because at the end of the day, like David had he had to do zero accountability. He didn't pay the insurance. He might have scammed his insurance, whatever. The insurance paid. Natalie forged Jeff's name. Like, all this new stuff is coming out, and like maybe Jeff will never get like a fair trial or like ever get a day in court because it's going to be too expensive and he's going to have to drop it, and then all this is for nothing. And David again will win because he's rich, and it sucks. Like, it sucks like to have no no repercussions for something you did. Like, that sucks. Like, it's awful. And then people like really trolling him in the comments and being like, why did you do this? Why did it's your fault? I don't know. It's like, I feel for Jeff. I'll always feel for Jeff because it's like crazy. Like, honestly, even the accident, like, not to say whatever, it like could also affected him. You know what I mean? Like, his brain or something. Like, I don't know what he was like before, really, but maybe, I don't know. There's a little bit of trauma.
He's getting ready for another surgery. So he did say like, he's like, because everyone's like, are you just like on something? But he's like, no, like I'm just getting ready for surgery, so it makes me like extra like emotional, which makes sense. Like he's going in for another damn surgery because of this kid, so like it makes sense.
Yeah, I think when we talked to him before, like years ago, like I remember talking to him in like 2021 or something like that, and I remember he was just getting out of a surgery, and he's like, my brain, and like, yeah, you kind of feel for him, like your brain's like affected by it.
Mm-hmm. And I think the trial right now is scheduled now for like December, I think 16th.
Oh, but so it is like a whole like end of the year.
Yeah. So and who knows again, like if that'll actually keep that date, and because David's trying to get it completely dismissed. So.
Oh, he is. Mm-hmm. Is that new? Is that like a new thing, or it's always been?
I think it's recent, but not that new. I think Jeff's talked about it before. How David's trying to get the case dismissed.
That's crazy. That's so sad. And like the thing is, in this world, like it's really like rich people can get away with anything. Like there was a celebrity. I kind of remember. I don't want to say her name, just whatever. But I think she did a hit and run, and I think she totally got off. Didn't have to like go to jail or anything. And I was like, that's crazy. Like just because you have money that you can get away with so much.
Yeah.
And it sucks. And I feel like that's just the world. Again, it's like just the world we live in. It's just like so unfair. That he should have to pay. I mean, he should have to pay for like the surgeries, but also just like your life change, being out of work, being out of this. It's just like trauma, all of it. The PTSD, forging the signatures, like just all the stuff they kind of manipulated him and doing. It's like, I don't know. He definitely needs to have. I think the only real like vindication would be like having to pay for everything, like the surgeries, which David has so much money too. It's like I get like not admitting guilt, and that's why you have to go to trial. But it's like he should cover it at some point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think the only way things would ever come out is like through court now at this point. That freaking Casey Neistat documentary is never going to come out.
It's not.
So I mean, I feel like it would have by now. Don't you think?
Casey.
Really?
Does he have? Yeah, right. Does he have stuff on it? Like he has more.
Remember, I think we talked about it like last year. Like the last thing he said on Impulsive was that like he has it, but like he would want it to be distributed by like a news company. And
oh, that's right.
Yeah, like he wouldn't just want to like upload it.
Casey, just upload it. Like be a good friend of Jeff.
He was so like wishy-washy because he was like, I wanted to reach the most people possible, and I'm like, put it on your YouTube for free. That's like, then you still get a lot of compensation for it.
God, people are so weird. Yeah, it's like you're doing this for what? For
I think
money?
Spillsass said she saw it, I think, and she said that like if it were to come out, like it would have to be re-edited somehow because it ends with like David like making his return to YouTube with Jeff, like when they were like friendly at that one point,
right?
So it doesn't have any of the like of that stuff.
Now it could be even like more. There could be so much more to it.
Updated.
Yeah, Jeff would be on it.
Yeah,
I feel for Jeff. I feel for him. I feel like he's doing like pretty good, considering all the circumstances. But he gets a lot of flack. Like even when Mike was on, like Mike was kind of giving him a lot of heat. I get it. I mean, I get it, but also at the same time, it's like he's unhinged, but it has a reason to be.
Yeah, and then because David's like on a world tour right now, which I didn't even.
Oh, I didn't even know what. So what does that mean? He's just like
I guess he's filming for his Zila body transformation. I think. Like
he did one too.
I think he's in the middle of it because he's in all these different countries. Like he was in like Peru and Hungary and Budapest and stuff. But then someone from Budapest told Jeff that like he got paid to come to Budapest and like party and stay there and like got paid like 6 figures.
Oh my god. Countries do that. They do pay for you. Shout out Hungary. I'm Hungarian. Name to dumb. Miana ve Trisha. That's my Hungarian right there. My dad keeps telling me I'm 100% Hungarian, but I'm not. Anyways, 23andMe. We're doing that this summer. I don't know. We'll do it. We got the spit back now that I'm out.
So I guess
he's just traveling the world.
Yeah, like literally
getting
just
paid,
like living his life.
And seeing that does suck when someone like.
Yeah.
Because I will say I don't wish bad on anyone, but sometimes when people have wronged you and you see them, fall a little bit, you're kind of like, well, at least you're getting some karma, back. But when you see someone just doing so good, that was so evil to you, it's just like, but, again, I don't wish anything on anything. I do think give it time, it works itself out. If someone, needs justice, it usually happens somehow, or it balances itself out, right? If someone needs to be humble, it'll balance itself out. So I think we've seen a little bit of that with David. I think, anyways, I feel like the justice will be served in some way.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, and obviously it's an accident. I don't think David's like obviously meant for that to happen. Like I think it'll balance itself out, hopefully.
Yeah, because obviously it was an accident, but it's kind of like you said, like I guess the alleged, cover up afterwards of like, Jeff said true. Casey showed him that clip in the documentary where David allegedly tried to blame it on Jeff, So there's like, it's like the cover up
You're right.
saga too that like really.
Then absolutely the karmatic rewards will balance itself out, like the way that works. Like that's true. That's really icky. I think that is icky because, things happen, it happens, whatever. But if you try to lie on someone or purposely make someone look bad or like put a false narrative out there, that's like really bad juju. That's like doubling down because it's like I've done some. Oh my God, I regret it, whatever. But it's like trying to like lie about it or place the blame on someone else is like really. You're right. Very good point. Thanks for checking me out on that because I was like, it's an accident, but you're right.
Yeah, because the accident, like, I guess, obviously it's stupid. It should there should have been stuff in place to have that not happen. So that part makes sense. But then the whole cover up and like if the whole if Natalie was signing like these documents and stuff, it's like okay,
all of it, the manipulation, the
editing,
it's when someone's like really vulnerable. Actually, yeah, you're right. David Dobrik sucks. He really does. When you say that's the thing. When I talk about this, when I talk about people in my life in the past, stuff like that, where I make like lists, you're like, damn, you kind of forget. Like you really do forget all the things. That's why lists are important because you're just like, I can actually go down and like name like 55 things that were like horrendous, and you forget like the David thing. And then when you're saying all this, I'm like, actually, yeah, you're right. Like it's like, well, yeah. Anyways, we're Team Jeff over here. Always, we'll try and set it up. He's so far. I would love to go into the Jeff FM studio because it looks cool. You know what I mean? Like I want to go there. So, anyways, we'll try and figure that out. Hopefully soon. We have so much. We have to do Patreon.
Yeah.
There's a lot happening over here where I realized, oh my God, I really just love being with my kids. Oh my God, like I just love being with them. Like I really do. I was just like, damn, I didn't want to leave for today, and I love doing this, but it's like I gotta find. That's why I gotta get like a schedule, so it's like I have full days just like dedicated to them because it's like I was working so much, and like in a good way too. But I was just like, oh my God, I was working like so much. I just realized like towards the end, I was like, I wasn't even seeing like Malibu except at nighttime, which I know a lot of people do, but it's like I don't have to do that anyways. Okay. Are we wrapping? I don't know. I'm pretending Moses is like saying wrap it up. Our producer's telling us to wrap it up. Sorry, guys. Literally nothing. Cut. You look good in your chain, babe. You look so good lately.
What?
You look very good in your haircut. You're looking like a Bridgerton over there. Once you shave the beard. Yeah, Elvis says it.
All right, wrap it up, everyone.
What was the accent? I like that.
It's producer voice.
Producer. Oh, okay. I love it. Producing on. We love it, you guys. We love you. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys are still caring. It's so weird to like miss a week. I'm like, no one cares anymore. But thank you guys for being here, sticking with us. Yes, we're coming up to our 1-year anniversary soon, our 100th episode. Please check out the Patreon, patreon.com/JustTrish. Please check out Liquid Death. LiquidDeath.com/Trish. Find your local retailer. Get some hydration station for you. It's a cool way to drink water. Make water cool again. Liquid Death. We'll see you guys in the next one. I love you guys. Baby Elvis is here. Woo! Okay, bye.